Welcome back to Renascence. Last time you guys finished your quest. Yay!
We did it.
You guys had one final encounter with pursuers from Highwater. Some very daring plays were made. People fell out of the sky. It was a whole thing. But you got the kids safely home. You reached this ancient keep. You reached the city at the foot of the mountain, over which this castle sort of loomed. You got to meet with Caesimian in person, the new archfey in charge of this region, as he was in the process of establishing his domain. And you guys got your pick of rewards. Those of you who were not cash or paying back a favor, I should say. So we're going to be picking up. You guys have reached Melatambos, the new domain of House Hiriel, or Hirathel, excuse me. And you've been shown to your rooms. You've been allowed, a night to rest in actual comfortable lodgings. And all the while, the fortress is slowly rebuilding itself around you. So, are there any questions before we get started? I think we're just going to be kind of picking up in the morning with you guys waking up.
So, Noelle does have a thing for the first night we're back.
Okay.
Because she did say she was going to read through Burberry's letters that night. So, I think she would spend a little while going through them, laying in her bed. I assume we got set up in like a cluster of rooms at the end of a hall or something.
Yeah, you'd be in like the guest wing. There would be multiple rooms available. Everyone would have their own.
Okay. So she would be reading through the letters that Burberry wrote, and she wouldn't be able to sleep.
Did you want to do the thing we talked about last week where you picked one to be...
Sure, if you're up for reading one.
Sure.
I think the one that stands out to me as the most earnest, or maybe open, is the one that starts with, I think Lauren needed some time away.
Alright. Okay. I think Alora needed some time away from this, but at the same time, I want to smack her upside the head. It's an ugly, tangled mess. It has given me some clarity, however. I weigh myself today against the possible future me. But if I don't trust you all with the things that are important to me, I don't think I'll be any better. It's hard for me to trust, and I wanted to trust you and Aloran, possibly Barnaby, but, well, I still want to put my trust in you at least. You may not think you deserve it, and I know you're going through a hard time right now, and the things you've done in the past weigh on you. However, I hope you know that I've not seen the person you were then. I've seen the person you are now. You do what you think is right, and you do your best to not be that person ever again. You're admirable, brave, and with all love and respect. I might be putting you on a pedestal, and I know that that's not fair to you. I have faith in my gods, and I have faith in you, and you've proven time and time again that faith is not in vain. It's probably for the best I keep to the page. This isn't well written, and I don't want to put any more stress on you.
It's probably the last one that Noelle reads. Somehow ended up on the bottom of the stack. So she puts her letters away, and she takes out some parchment and something to write with, and she sits there and she stares at an empty page for a long time. And then she writes. And then she crosses a lot of it out. And then she writes. Crosses a lot of it out. Crumples up the page, throws it away. Writes again. And again and again. More and more until she's filled up the page. And she sits there in the dim candlelight and she reads it. over and over. And just kind of nodding to herself. And when she's satisfied with it, probably late in the night, probably 1 in the morning, she finally finishes writing this. She'll fold it up and put it into an envelope. And she'll quietly step out into the hall, over to wherever Burberry's room is. Slip it under the door, and then just knock like 4 times. Loud enough that someone would hear it, that there's clearly intent, but not obnoxiously loud like I'm banging to get in. And I think that at that point, she would just nervously sigh and then go back to her room before anything else happens.
From cinematic points of view, you know, you'd pan over to the door, and then you'd see the door open, and Burberry like go, yeah, and look both ways, lean out, like look down the hall, didn't see anything, and then look down and go, oh, we got men here. And close the door.
Yeah.
Give me.
Okay. So, I did write a letter for you, Burberry.
I'm not gonna hit my desk with my knees. I'm not gonna hit my desk with my knees.
I'm going to... It's a little bit long, so forgive me. It takes a couple minutes to read, but I'll copy-paste as much of it into chat as I can while I'm going here. So, sit down, you open the letter, and this is what you read. Burberry, for the first time in a long time, I am struggling to find the right words. Not because there is nothing worth writing, but because there is far too much. As I lay here in my dim, candlelit room at the edge of this castle, agonizing over each mark I place upon this page, I am overcome with a fear of my own. A fear of hurting someone whose sole mission during our time together has been to keep me from being hurt. A mission which they have carried out with such conviction and bravery that I often wonder what I have done to deserve a pair of guardian angels as devoted and faithful as yourselves. You mean the world to me, and there are no lengths I wouldn't go through to keep you happy, safe, and whole. I hope you keep those words at the forefront of your mind as you read on. I do understand why you feel how you feel, because I felt it too for a time. It was a slow burn initially, but with each passing week during our journeys alongside the Lost Emeralds, it became unmistakable. When we toppled Theron's hold, I wanted to spend my time with you in the library. When we crashed on Montauban, I spent my last ounce of magic reaching out to check on you before collapsing from exhaustion. And when we were riding in that carriage together on Daggermore, I looked to your words for comfort, because I knew I could find it there. All that is to say, during that period of our journey, before my previous love came back into my life, I think I felt the same way about you as your letters have shown you did about me. For one brief moment in time, it seems our hearts did line up, but as the days pass us by, sometimes perfect moments like that can slip through our fingers. The afternoon in Freeport when Jade suddenly came back into my life, I truly had no expectations. For all I knew, our time apart had left us as very different people. It had been years since we last saw one another. But much to my surprise, everything just clicked right back into place once she and I started talking. It was as though we had never been apart. I felt a spark within my soul reawaken, a long-forgotten warmth which was suddenly glowing inside me once again. I immediately remembered just how complete Jade made me feel, and we both leaned into that moment with our whole hearts. I share these details with the hopes that you find assurance in them. A confirmation that Jade does bring me all the joy that I know you wish for me. And to let you know for certain that she is my every happiness. There is so much more I feel like I could say, but I think it best I leave things here for now. I hope this letter was able to give you some form of closure. I know you had never intended to hand me the letters you wrote, but I'm very glad some part of you decided to, because I think we both were holding on to things that needed to be said. You mean the world to me, Burberry. I can never say that enough. And I know for certain that I would not be the person I am without your unwavering support, guidance, and comfort. Whenever you're ready to talk, you need only reach out. I have a gift for you when you do. With love, Noelle.
Break my heart. Delicious.
Oof.
Burberry's sleeping in.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
That was,
Valid. Big mood.
that was a hard letter to write, Kat.
Ooh.
That was a
Oh,
hard
no.
letter to write.
I 100% believe. No, because, like, honestly, no spoilers.
Okay. We'll save it.
Save it.
Okay.
So,
For at least 6 more sessions.
so you guys will wake in the morning at whatever times you choose to. I think you will probably find that there are servants in the hall. Some of the stewards in their dark clothes, a pair of them are sort of waiting at either end of the hall. And as you emerge from your rooms, they will guide you towards a dining room somewhere in the castle.
Wait, do the servants give you things? Can we ask the servants for stuff?
I mean,
You can try.
you can try. You want to ask somebody when you say Burberry's sleeping in, so he's probably the last one out of his room. There's still like one person still in that hallway, and when they see you, they say, "Lord Burberry,
Well, actually,
your friends are."
I guess I should. Could we ask them for things the night before?
Theoretically, yeah. What are you asking for?
Some alcohol.
I'll see what I can find, sir. They'd probably get you like a bottle of very dusty-looking brandy. It looks like.
And to make Pete feel slightly less bad, he asked for this before he reads the letter.
Sure. Just a night to decompress.
I still feel bad.
No. It makes a good character. Good character.
So,
Just keep going.
come morning, Burberry, you emerge from your room, groggy, bleary-eyed. The steward from the night before is still waiting in the hall. They're the only one there, and they're just like, "Did you sleep well, sir?"
Yes, thank you very much.
Very good. Your friends are in the dining hall if you are hungry. Breakfast is available.
Oh, what's for breakfast?
I don't know,
Well,
but it smells good.
did you want some?
I will eat once I have seen you to the dining hall.
Okay, good, because you shouldn't skip breakfast. It's important and also...
I fully agree, sir. The rest of you, meanwhile, will have all been guided to this dining hall. You would have been past the throne room. You would have seen that same intense purple light just kind of beaming out through the crack in the doorway. As you pass by, you could hear the sound of stones moving somewhere in the castle overhead. And as you pass windows, you can see out into the gardens. The grounds have changed in the time you've been asleep. Some of the rubble has vanished. Some of the toppled stonework has been returned to its former place. The fortress is rebuilding itself. Slowly. But the change is visible. And as you enter the dining hall, there are multiple tables in here. You can see there are soldiers eating at some of them, but there is one table that has been set aside for you off to the side with 5 chairs for the lot of you to take your seats. And as soon as you arrive, very quickly, servants begin to just roll out of the kitchen with platters of food. Hotcakes, eggs, bacon. For being a sort of in progress establishment, still kind of building itself up, there is a decent amount of variety here, although it's not terribly extravagant. Pretty straightforward fare. But you'd be able to have breakfast and reconvene with your party. And I think, Aldrin, you would have been given instructions to touch base with them. You would be free to take dinner, or breakfast, excuse me, as you chose. But you would have been told this morning when you first met with Kaisimian, once they're done eating, he does want to meet with them.
Oh,
Hello, Moondrop, and fellow others.
hello. Good morning, Aldrin.
Good morning. When you are done eating, Kaisimian would like to speak with you all again, if that is okay with you. Actually, it's more of a, not a request, more of you're going to go talk to him.
Right. Is Berber still gone at this point, or have we all collected?
I think Berber would be late arriving, so like halfway through this conversation, probably.
Ooh, what's for breakfast?
There he is.
Kaisimian wants to speak with you all. When you're,
Kaisimian is not a breakfast.
well, he could be for someone.
Kaisimian is not my breakfast.
Fair enough. I don't think he's anyone's breakfast, unfortunately. Poor lord. Needs to get back
I'm
out
pretty
there.
sure he can have the breakfast he wanted, let's be real.
He
True.
probably could, but does he? No.
Truthfully, I don't know what this
All over.
is.
One of the servants.
I hope Aldrin sounds like that's such a waste.
He does. That's exactly what he sounds like.
What's that, Barnaby?
I want to pull over one of the servants. Y'all got anything spicier than these?
We have some. Would you like spicier, sir?
Give me the hottest you got.
Very well, sir.
And I know what you think when I say that. You think you're just going to give me something slightly hotter. No, give me the hottest you got.
How about I bring out what we have, and you take your pick, sir?
You got yourself a deal.
The servant will head back into the kitchen, and they will bring out a small crate with a modest array of half-spent seasonings. There's a few things in here that you recognize as probably being spicy, and there's a few things in here that you don't recognize at all, being most likely fey herbs and spices of some sort. If you have any inclination to try those, they are also in the crate for you to peruse.
Are any of those whatchamacallits that I don't know spicy?
Well, this one is, after manner of speaking, if you would like to try.
I put a little bit on my finger.
Bullet, your tongue burns off.
That little bit of your finger tingles a little bit.
Alright, it's got a little bit of howdy do. I'll put it on my tongue. Let's see how bad it is.
There is a... I won't say slight. It is a noticeable amount of heat, but it is very quickly accompanied by a very intense, tingling, numbing sensation on the tip of your tongue.
I mean, the heat's nice, but it numbs you out. What's the point of that? You can't taste the heat then.
As I
pass
said,
on
sir,
that.
after a manner of speaking. Very well. And yeah, he'll let you grab whatever spices you want to finish seasoning your food.
I'll grab the spiciest that is out of there, and I'm just gonna liberally season my food with it, and that's all I have to do, I guess.
I think as you guys are eating, you would hear some shouting and hurried footsteps from one of the side passageways leading into the dining hall. And no sooner have a couple of heads kind of turned to see what the ruckus is about that you hear the familiar
It's the children.
and see Chiron reappearing in the room, full sprinting away from the doorway as Endymion rounds the corner, chasing after him. No explanation. You can see Chiron is holding something in his hand. The sharp-eyed among you would recognize a dagger in a sheath. And Chiron does not say a word. He just keeps running through the hallway.
Can Aldrin try to grab him? Can Aldrin try to grab him by like the collar? Just kind of like pluck him off the ground.
I'm gonna say athletics with disadvantage because he is not very close at hand. But if you're gonna like stand up and try and lunge at him,
Well, I didn't think Aldrin was standing. I thought he like walked over to the table and feel like he saw them side, misty stepped in Chiron's path and tried to pick him up.
all right.
So it was a what check?
Athletics.
Okay. Is it still with disadvantage?
I mean, if you're burning a misty step on it, then no.
Yeah. Okay.
He might get away with this though.
I don't know. Aldrin rolled pretty good.
Did he roll higher than a 22?
He did. He rolled a 23.
You
He rolled a 16 plus 7. I feel like everyone just see like Aldrin just go
grab.
grab.
Yep. Chiron lurches off of his feet as you pull him by the collar backwards. Endymion catches up and wrenches this dagger out of his hand. And with a very huffy, "Thank you, Aldrin." Chiron just looks up at you, like no words, just grimacing.
Are you done?
Now I am.
Go get supper. Jesus.
He, out of your grasp, just vanishes. You see him reappear outside the doorway as Endymion is like just about to run into him. There's like a grab for the dagger. Endymion like pushes past him, starts running, and you hear Chiron take off again, and it's just more chaos.
Are you just kind of babysitting forever now, Aldrin?
I think so.
You don't have to, I don't think. Don't they have like tons of caretakers here?
Feel like he's just like,
Unless of course
Yes.
you secretly want to be.
I think that's the vibe you're getting. He's like, I hate them, but
That's definitely what Noelle says.
he's like, no, of course not. I'm not there to babysit anymore. I want nothing to do with the rascals. They're absolutely annoying, and I want to chunk them off the balcony.
Uh-huh.
Well, at least one of them, because I know he'll survive.
Right.
There's a couple of the guards in the room that hear that, just like look at you from their table, and then they very quickly go back to their food.
What? Did I say something wrong? He's a jerk
No, sir.
who needs to be thrown out a window.
Yes, sir. I mean, no, sir. That's sir.
You're good.
He would survive the fall. He knows how to do his little misty step. He'd be fine. Give
If
him
he
some life
bounces, he's
experience.
fine.
Exactly. He'll be fine. Actually, where is he? Chiron?
Aldrin just strides out of the room.
He's gonna be like, Chiron, did you do something? What?
You just hear the distant voices shouting at each other.
I feel like
Give it back.
I feel like Aldrin would be like, Chiron, would you like me to throw you out a window? Some life experience. Falling from great heights.
That gravity still works.
Yeah. Do you want to learn something?
Chiron's like, my dad's gonna put a stop to this. He's gonna make a run for the throne room.
Stop to what? Me throwing you off a balcony?
Yeah, that.
Grab.
All right. Well, so you two are chasing each other, or chasing him, for a little while. Eventually, if there's nothing further at breakfast, you guys would be able to eventually assemble outside the throne room. One of the stewards would be able to let you in, and much like the night before, you would find Caesimian seated in that throne on the far end of the chamber, just shrouded in this pulsing purple light that is cascading up into the air. It's just kind of pooling against the ceiling now, which is fully enclosed under an intact roof. The windows behind him, no longer broken, all full and in one piece. And it's almost as though this light is sort of not really being able to fully vent itself out of this chamber. It seems to kind of be collecting, pooling in here. The air seems heavy, and at the heart of that purple light, there is a very dark, shrouded shape. You recognize as him, and you can see these massive antlers just arcing out from the bowed head. But the steward approaches, announcing your presence, and you see this head lift up, and you see the light receding down, away from him, down to his feet. He stands, and he looks at you all, and he says, "As you have requested, I have seen to it that your awards are assembled and made ready with the utmost haste." Barnaby.
What?
He will snap his fingers, and you will see a steward step out of a side chamber with a small wooden case that he will hold out to you.
Nice little box. What's in it?
Your request, sir.
Ooh.
The steward will open it, and inside you will see a wide array of brass fish hooks, very cleanly extruded and shaped, all of them adorned with colorful feathers, tassels, and several of them with these brightly colored animated wooden figures, these almost like toys, that are sort of affixed to the top of the hooks. Some shaped like small insects, others like fish, others like these those wooden snakes that have all the slats cut out of them and they just kind of fold when you swing them around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of those, real tiny ones, stuck to the hooks, and they're all just kind of very gently animated. You can see little bits and pieces of them moving, just enough to mimic some semblance of life. Honestly, it's a little uncanny to look at.
That is something. I wonder if they're built like I got bark built.
They are made to the best of our craftsmen's abilities on such short notice. I do not imagine they
that's real good.
quite the same principles as your particular craft, sir, but I hope that they will suffice.
Well, only one way to find out. I'm going to take a hook and put it into my cheek.
Is Aldrin in the room for this?
Put it into your what?
Can
My
Aldrin
cheek.
please be in the room for this?
Yeah.
Cool. Aldrin's just like,
What the fuck?
what the fuck?
Sharp.
Like all
You're
the
gonna
way
say-
through?
Does it poke through?
Yeah, you'll take 2 piercing
Oh.
damage.
God.
All right. That's a good hook.
Yeah,
That'll
good,
do.
Good luck getting it out.
Why did you stick that in your face?
If it doesn't stick in my face, how am I expecting it to stick in a fish's?
I mean, Barnaby, if you wanted to be brave enough to get piercings, you should have let me know. We could have done it in a fun way.
Can Aldrin look at Caesimian and just kind of gauge his reaction to that?
No, I don't do piercings, and I'm going to
Give me
pull
an
the hook
insight check.
out.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just gonna pull it out.
Yep. I'm pulling it out.
Ugh.
You
Alright.
take another 2 damage.
He rolled an 18.
18.
He doesn't get a plus anything.
I mean, Caecimian is...
Look at that. Didn't even bend.
Caecimian is, like, motionless. As he frequently is in any sort of, meeting situation like this. Any audience you've ever seen him in. He's always been very stoic, very unexpressive. And he watches Barnaby punch a fish hook through his cheek and then pull it out. And the only expression he makes is to very briefly dart his eyes over in your direction before he returns his gaze to Barnaby as he watches him pull the hook out.
I feel like he'll send like a message to him and be like, "He's an interesting one."
I put it back in the kit. Those look great.
You will hear
That
back.
one didn't even bend.
I can see.
Barnaby, your cheek is bleeding.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll be
We
fine,
have
and I'm going to slap
also-
a band-aid on it.
Okay. We have also done what we can to assemble these gears you requested. The steward will then hold up a second wooden case, and opening it, you will see that there is a metal dowel kind of running across it. And around the dowel, there are probably 5 gears to a size of various gauges, probably like 30 or 40 in total.
Ooh.
There's a wide variety of teeth on them. Some have like 3 or 4 big ones. Others have 100 teeth running around their circumference, and some of them are thicker, some are more narrow. Casimir would go on to say, "We were unsure exactly what you required of us, but we did our best to fulfill this request. We hope you find
Oh, this looks perfect. I should be able to tinker with all these a bit.
very good."
And don't worry, I don't need to test this one. Oh, you get a little squeamish there.
Burberry. He will snap his fingers again. A second steward will emerge from that side room with a very small item in their hands. It's about the size of a large-ish compass, but still maybe the size of like a jar lid, right? And they will hand it out to you with both hands extended. And
Thank you very much.
you will see what looks like a very large pocket watch, made largely of brass. There is like a crystal face on it. And inside, there is a clock with sort of 2 rings to its face. There's sort of an inner ring and an outer ring, and 4 hands. The outer ring has a sort of bluish, greenish color to it, while the inner circle of the face has a more golden color. And the hands have a similar sort of hue to them, although they appear to be like a dark metal, and there's just sort of this like faint kind of bluish glow around 2 of them, and a faint golden glow around the other 2. The hands that are sized to the inner clock are ticking and moving at a pretty standard pace. The hands that are seemingly synced with the outer ring are sitting completely still.
Completely still, or just moving
Very
over-
slowly.
over
Give me a
the-
perception check.
Can I have advantage because I have suspicions?
Just give me a perception check. Suspicions prompt a check. They do not give you advantage on a check.
And you said intelligence.
Perception.
Thank God. I mean, not by a lot. gives me a whole extra 1, so that turns it into a whole 8.
You're like squinting at it, like
I don't have patience for this. Shoves into my pocket.
it does not look like it's moving. Kaisimin would say, I asked one of the court wizards to see if they could conjure something up to suit your particular requests. They took a keen interest in the project. We hope that you will find it to your liking.
Oh, most definitely. This will make it so that if I ever did decide I could at better times, so that I don't lose a bunch of years. It might also be really good if you ever wanted to open trade routes between the Feywilds and the material plane.
You see both of the stewards just kind of glance up at Kaisimian with like this faint little smirk on their face. Kaisimian doesn't make anything, like no expression.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure, yeah.
We keep trying to do that to Kaisimian, it doesn't work.
Nope.
I can try. That's a 22.
22.
It's about 20.
I mean, you definitely see Kaisimian like meets their gaze very briefly. You definitely pick up there is almost like a smugness to the steward's expressions. Very, very faint, but it's there. Kaisimian is he's holding it together very, very well. But Kaisimian will just say very, very shortly, it's like, we will bear that in mind.
There is, and I'll tell them briefly about the trader that I met who actually does that regularly. If they want assistance on how that works,
he will gesture to the steward to just pull you aside and field those suggestions. You'll see them take out a small note.
Important for this. Go over there.
You can tell he's already pivoting over to John.
Yeah. Logistics. That was what I was looking for. They need help with the logistics on it.
And he says, John, we have scoured our armory and assembled what we believe to be the finest weapons we have on hand for your perusal. You are welcome to select one of them. And you will see two stewards wheeling out a large, wooden, I guess like a pegboard almost on wheels, and affixed to it are a pretty wide variety of swords, as well as a mace and an axe, and a handful of other things. Looking at this, you can see they have a couple of swords, one and two-handed, that have these flaming patterns undulating up and down the blade. You can feel a heat kind of emanating off of them. There's a couple of swords that have this almost crystalline lattice work etched into the blades, that are sort of giving off a very chilly, icy feel. There is a great axe, which is engraved with what looks like a bellowing, screaming face on one of the blades. There is a longsword that seems to have been carved out of an amethyst. It looks like just this one very long, purplish crystal. There is a mace that is giving off this very faint, radiant light. There is a scimitar, which has a pair of wings sort of engraved into the hilt of it. And there's a long sword, which strikes you as fairly ornate compared to the other ones. There's this gold inlay that kind of runs up the center of the blade, very intricate sort of floral tracery pattern. And on the center of the hilt, there is this engraving of a plumed knight's helmet. Gaisimian would say, if these are not to your satisfaction, our armorer is prepared to discuss a potential commission.
Do they have any descriptions by them or anything? Let me know what they are.
Yeah, so you are looking at these items here. I'll pull them up. And on top of those, there's also, there's a number of +2 weapons that have been strapped to the back of this thing, but they do not have the same sort of grandiose presentation that these other guys are showing off.
What's the longsword of Pranus?
So that is a +1 weapon. That whenever you make an attack with the weapon, you can allow a creature within 60 feet of you to use their reaction to make an attack as well. Whenever you take the dash action, you can allow another creature within 60 feet of you to use their reaction to move up to their speed. And whenever you take the dodge action, you let another creature use their reaction to take the dodge action within 60 feet of you.
John's going to spend some time looking through the weapons and then turn to the king and say, your weapons are marvelous. They are the match of the best I've ever seen. Unfortunately, they are essentially the same level as my own sword as I currently have. I would, if you would allow it, like to take you up on the offer to speak with your armorer with regards to either enhancing my own sword or creating a new one.
Very well. He will gesture to the steward, and they will just kind of step up to your shoulder and try to whisper to you. It's like, I will take you, in short order here.
Right.
With that, I think Gaisimian will say, I believe that concludes our business then. I hope you have a safe journey home.
If I might, we did not. Do you know whereabouts? I actually never mind. I realize that we have the waylight right now as I'm talking, and we don't need any other way back. So, ignore me. Sorry. My brain's a little scattered this morning.
Very well. Thank you again
Drink
for the
a glass of
service
syrup or
to my
something.
house.
Okay. I guess we leave.
As you turn, Gaisimian will begin to settle back into his seat. He is going to beckon to Uldren. As the stewards kind of lead you guys out, you can hear him kind of leaning over to Uldren and beginning to get right down to business. It's like, we were able to oust most of the squatters in this fortress, but we are going to have quite the task on our hands. Many of them have scattered across the Vale into the neighboring forest. I expect you're going to have useful dealing with them in the coming years. I hope you're ready to get to work.
Oh, of course, my lord.
Very good. And as you leave the chamber, that purplish light begins to billow out through the door after you once more.
Uldren in any trouble?
No.
No? Okay, cool.
No, Gaisimian has not made any indication that he is mad or angry or anything, and there was a pretty sizable little bump of gold in your chamber when you got to bed last night. So
Oh, he laid in it.
he like spread it out on your
Around
bed.
it was like,
Just rose petals and gold.
yeah.
I know that's how you like it.
Like, I love my job.
Yep.
There's like a very neatly organized, like, stacked cask of gold on the bed, and then a bouquet of flowers next to it. No explanation, but it was waiting for you when you got home.
But who's the bouquet from? No, he'd ask. I think he'd ask Kaisimon. Kaisimon, did you leave me a bouquet?
Of course not.
Oh, darn it.
Now, as to these interlopers.
Wait. Do we hear the tail end of that?
Potentially.
That is a 23 on insight.
Did he leave the bouquet?
Or did he have the bouquet left?
Genuinely hard to say.
He's good.
You know, I can't tell. It's either he's being funny or he really wants to
All
not
right.
boost but doesn't want to say anything.
Aldrin's gonna roll insight on the bouquet. Oh, he rolled a nat 1.
Hard to say.
It's
Hey,
been a while
hard
since
to-
you've had to read your boss.
Yeah.
Inscrutable as always, my lord.
One day
I
I'll
would-
figure you out.
My money is on the-
Connie, if this is the last roll you're making is Aldrin, you should use your inspiration for it, because why?
Well, I mean, I don't have enough. I already know if I do. You rolled a 22 and couldn't read anything, and the best he could do is a 20 because he has a 0.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not worth
But Aldrin also knows Kaisimian.
it. Okay, fine. I'll use my.
Oh, but
My-
by that logic, you should get an advantage.
I'll use. Yeah.
Or
I should
just
get
a lower,
advantage.
or a lower DC.
I'll take lower DC. Oh, I rolled a 17.
17 total.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what you're talking about. What roses? Psh.
Oh my lord, you're so silly.
Hello, Papa. Okay, you're just gonna knock everything over. That's fine.
Oh, can I say goodbye to the kiddos?
I feel like we've got a minute here because John's got to do his whole armory thing. We'll probably be just hanging out in the castle for half the day.
I'm
here.
tinkering with gears at the dinner table.
Sure. Yeah, I think John, you would be led to a smithy in one of the exterior wings of the fortress. There is a very sizable armory here. Lots of weapons, lots of armor. On display. Much of it in various states of damage that is being repaired by a pretty sizable team of craftsmen here. The lead smith, you would actually recognize this creature as being another one of those Koreds you've encountered in the past while exploring Fey adjacent territory. Very short, gray-skinned, wild mane of dark hair, hooved feet, and a very long, kind of whip-like tail. They're maybe like 3 feet tall. Very, very stout, very dwarf-like creatures. And he'd say, "So, nothing to your liking then, sir. What exactly are we looking for then?"
The weapons I saw were all fantastic, but
But not good enough for you. So, what are you looking for?
I pull out my sword and I say, they're all about the same level as this one currently. I'm looking for something with a little bit more damage.
So he'll take a look at it, and he'll kind of start like checking the edge and turning it over in his hand. He says, "Well, it's a nice enough blade.
Is there anything?
Suppose then we could potentially gussy this up a little bit, or maybe do a little bit of extra work on some of these fellas. Trouble is, you're looking at somewhat diminishing returns on time invested, if you know what I mean. I mean, something like this take a very, very long time to get the sort of edge. It's going to make a significant difference, if you follow me. And what he would be able to lay out for you, basically, is given the level of craft they have at their disposal, the most they could probably get you is, say, a very rare weapon with a +2 enchantment and an extra 2d6 damage. Beyond that, if you're wanting more than 2d6, you're looking at something that's going to be specialized in killing specific types of creatures, like dragons or giants or something.
There's still no way to do the one extra enchantment.
It's doable. It just takes time.
I'm willing to leave the sword here and come back and get it later.
Well, if that's the case, then how long are you willing to wait?
I mean, I can't wait forever, but I mean, several months. How long?
Several months.
How long do we have until the big van?
The time works differently here.
Yeah, no, I know.
What kind of realistically time frame can I give him? Because I don't honestly understand. So,
I think. I mean, this guy is assuming. I think. Well, I guess he wouldn't assume it. You'd be able to talk out the details. I think if we're looking to get a +2 on this thing, you could potentially have it done within. Let's see.
wait. So, are we talking +2? Or are we talking additional enchantment?
I mean, what kind of initial enchantment are we talking about?
I thought we had discussed some kind of additional elemental damage or something.
Like, what do you want?
What was on the table? You never actually answered me.
I mean, they've got fire weapons, they've got ice weapons, they've got a giant slayer, they've got stuff capable of doing radiant damage.
I mean, I'd be down for thunder damage, or radiant damage, or force damage, or lightning damage. Or honestly, just not really super limited in the amount or in the type of damage, just more damage.
Sure. I think. I think what they're looking, or what they're running into here is, if we're looking at more than 2d6 on a weapon, there's going to be some kind of limit on it. Either it's a specific creature type, or it's going to be a time limit where that damage is available, or something specific, that keeps the weapon from breaking itself effectively.
What kind of monster is the Leviathan?
I mean, we've got our share of giants wandering around. They're a common problem for us. Aberrations pop their heads up from time to time. We've got some very old dragon-killing weapons. Haven't had much use for them recently, but the craft hasn't been completely abandoned. That's the kind of thing out there. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What kind of monster is the Leviathan that we fought?
You guys would know that it is a fiend.
Okay. So, Could I maybe make it so that it does extra damage to fiends, or that the extra damage only applies to fiends?
We could probably make something for fiends, sure. Okay. Yeah, tell you what then. So
Radiant
he,
damage would be a good option.
yeah, he'll probably start doing some math. He'll be kind of going back through a workbook and flipping through arcane looking formulas. What you're looking at is basically this is going to be a new weapon, very rare, and we're looking at probably 25 work weeks, like 125 days to get this thing done. When it's done, though, I think that you could expect like a +2 to hit and say 2d10 radiant against fiends.
I will toss out there. Isn't that kind of bad though right now because the Feywild is like practically frozen in time?
What do you mean?
So relative to the material plane, the Feywild's time is really not moving at all, which means that 2 months in the Feywild is going to be who knows how long on the material plane.
Yeah, that's what I was concerned about.
Wait, so hang on. So if it's time is frozen there, meaning that the time is going slower inside the Feywild than outside the Feywild?
Yes.
That is what Burberry's clock was indicating.
Mm-hmm.
Frantically Googling time dilation.
I'm just making sure that I.
Also,
Is that how you described it? You said the Feywild side was frozen, right? Did you mean the
So
opposite?
No, I said that the inner face, the golden face, is moving at a normal pace, and the outer face, which is like a greenish blue color, is. Those are frozen, yes.
Oh, material plane's frozen, Feywild's moving. Okay. That's much better. That's not a problem. My apologies for the confusion.
I'm giggling because I'm thinking about this silly little chessboard and like having it be in 2 different planes. So like if somebody is moving it on the other side, you just see the chess piece very
slowly creeping across.
I've known my move for 5 hours.
I've seen this move happening the last 5 hours.
I've had time to consider what's next.
Yeah, we get there when we get there.
Jesus Christ, Bubba, you fucking conked out.
He was asleep.
And since this is a new weapon, that means I'm able to keep my existing weapon with me, right?
Bubba.
You don't have to get rid of your weapon, it doesn't sound like.
No. If you're wanting to try and get something beefier than 1d10 or 2d6, then it would need to be a fresh weapon.
Okay. How much is it going to cost me?
Nothing.
Well, this was your reward for your service to the Lord, so I would imagine nothing.
It's a boot.
Oh.
As long as you've got a way to get back here and get it.
Yeah?
All right, then. No trouble. Oi! And he'll start marching around the workshop, giving orders, and kind of getting this project started. Go pull this metal out of this workshop. Make sure we've got enough of this on hand, and fire up the forge. So they hop to it very, very quickly. So, while John is taking care of that, the party's wanting to track down the kiddos.
Yes. Also, if we are going to be having time while stuff is getting made, can I actually commission them to make me other things too?
That's feasible.
Like a chessboard that works like my book?
but across planes.
Oh, wouldn't the book work across planes, technically?
Sending works across planes. I figured that the cross planes, like...
Yeah, that's fair.
You could play chess in the book.
I think
Yes,
I think there's definitely going to be some.
game-breaking things for the chessboard plot.
I just think they're going to be scratching their heads over how to make it happen. But if you're wanting to foot the bill for this, I mean they'll take it on.
How expensive is the bill that I'm footing? Because I will also accept a sending stone instead because I can get the same result,
Fair.
except with extra words.
I'll say like 1,000 gold.
1,000 gold with me.
I also don't have 1,000 gold with me.
Figure. I think I said I brought 300.
Well, we did get that money from the cauldron, but that was like 500 each or something. So.
Well, I mean that brings me up to 800. So.
You can
I love to think that somehow we're quantum entangling two chessboards and
yeah,
pieces.
basically. You could do like a half up front thing. They might take
I mean,
that.
no, because I'll be real. I may not have brought money with me, but one of my like idle things is I've been carrying around money worth in gemstones.
Oh yeah.
So like I have 100 gold in pearls.
They'll take pearls.
Don't you
like-
need pearls for something?
Not 100 golds. Like I don't think
Necklaces.
Does it identify that's?
No,
needs
no,
pearls?
forget that. I just have 660 gold worth of gemstones.
Got it.
Okay.
This is of gemstones. So that's for nothing in percent.
So that plus your gold should cover the cost.
Yeah.
If you want.
Yeah, and so what's the sending versus these silly chessboards?
I mean, a sending stone would be cheaper probably, but I think.
I would also like to talk to. Wait, was it? What's the smart kid's name?
Endymion.
Endymion.
I'll also talk with Endymion to see if he's even interested in possibly playing chess with another kid.
Oh, I see where this
Interesting.
is going.
Interesting.
It'll give her someone new to talk to. It'll give him some.
Does Samantha have the patience to watch
Well,
a
so
chess
that's-
piece move for 5 hours slowly?
Well, so I figure what it'll be is it's because if it's sending, then it's just going to be you can cast this once and then find out what the day is.
Right.
Entire day to think about it. And that'll like because of the time dilation things that means that
Yeah.
there's gonna be
Well,
someone.
the time thing changes too because it
That's true. It
speeds up and slows
fluctuates.
down. So
Right.
there are days where it will be more feasible to play chess in real time than not.
Mhm.
So
But if it's a sending stone, that means that talk.
true. That's your call.
Your first two things you say will have to be your move for the day, and everything else is free.
Sure.
24 for 23 words.
I'd say sending stones probably you're looking at like 300 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll give 300 gold worth of gemstones in return. Sending thing.
Alright.
But is Endymion interested in that?
I guess you pitch it and
You can start playing with me. I thought we could possibly play chess some more if you would like.
oh
Chess with
Or also talk.
yeah, sure.
You'll have to set up your own board, of course. 'Cause,
Right. Yeah.
and it might be a little boring at times.
Yeah. Thank you. I guess I kind of figured you guys would just kind of be heading home.
I mean, there's always heading home, but it's good to make friends along the way, right?
Plus, you're going to be a powerful guy someday. I get to say, hey, I know that guy.
Not so much, but thank you.
Although I do wonder, does that mean that does that mean you're gonna be an adult before I die, or will you still be a kid? I mean, either way, it's fine.
He shrugs.
Me too, buddy. Either way, it'll be a lot of fun to be able to talk with you, and if you would ever do decide to come and visit, and I am still walking on the mortal coil, you can have a place to chill. Not that I know you're ever going to come to the material plane or not.
I don't know if I'll ever do that. I mean, I guess I could eventually, maybe.
It might be fun to step into an area that no one wants to murder you right off.
I think it'll be better once I'm bigger.
Oh, definitely, because then you can, stab them in the eye.
Well, less old ladies that want to eat grown men than kids, so there's that.
Yeah, that's really weird.
This is going to devolve into...
It feels like a really pervasive problem in the Feywild. It's just all these old ladies trying to eat kids.
Everybody wants to eat somebody.
And they're really transparent about it.
All right, so I'll...
Yeah, see, that doesn't decrease as you get older. They just hide better.
For whatever
give
it's...
me
Kyron?
Kyron.
Yeah.
I was just going to say also, for whatever it's worth, doesn't have to be a whole thing, but Noelle would also just say goodbye to Endymion and Kyron, too.
Yeah, I mean, Endymion would say thank you again for taking us all this way. It wasn't easy, I know. Or safe.
I think it was actually a much needed jaunt for us. We've been doing a lot of stuff back at home that I don't know. Everything's just so gray out there.
Didn't you say your world is like about to end or something?
Yeah. Well,
You guys could always come back here and hide if things go bad.
we'll keep that in mind. We might have to take you up on that if we really fuck it up. But no, it was just nice to do something that was just unequivocally good. I'm so glad we were able to get you guys home safe.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. Again.
Of course. I guess I wish you luck with the rest of your life. I hope we see you again someday.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I have no idea if that's ever how with the time thing.
I don't know. It's so confusing.
It's
when the gatekeeper
really
tried to explain it to us earlier, I was just like checked out. I was like in one ear and out the other.
I mean, look at this. This hand is not moving.
That's so weird.
I mean, he'll kind of lean out a window and be like, "Well, yeah. I mean, the moons are barely visible. Like, I know that's part of it, but yeah, no. If I do see you again, I hope you're not too old."
Oh, well, that's the lovely thing about being her. She'll never...
In the ancient words of my family, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.
I thought the other person was supposed to
That's
say the other
also what
half.
I thought.
Well, it's one for both of them. You see, they don't know it, so I gotta tell them the whole story.
Fair.
What's an alligator?
We should go.
Burberry draws like a really weird approximation of an alligator.
That's a crocodile.
Oh, no, it's an alligator. I rolled an 18. That's a
Oh.
23 on my drawings.
It's accurate, actually. Broad head, teeth all facing one direction.
Yep.
All right, you get a pass. That was good. I was just seeing the rough drawings at first.
It's patience.
You don't need to critique a drawing before it's done.
To say you need patience, but you need patience.
Sure.
And same goes for Kyron, obviously.
Yeah. Kyron, I think, is probably less gracious in his goodbyes.
That's
It would just be
understandable.
very- be very much like, "Oh, you guys are leaving already? I thought you guys were going to work for my dad."
No.
Well, we kind of just did, and we're done. Yeah.
Sorry, we have more normal lives. But if you want, for nostalgia's sake, you can kick my butt at 3
At what? You cut out.
card game. 3 Dragon Ante.
No.
Oh yeah, that is kind of how you guys got to know each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? One more.
All right. I'll play
Yeah.
Three
Give me
Dragon
give me an intelligence check.
As Noelle walks up, she's gonna tussle his hair one more time.
Hey, get off.
See,
Isn't the tossling so fun?
it is.
18.
Don't encourage her, Aldrin.
I always encourage tossle.
Get off of me.
Who's just a grumpy little lordling you are?
I'm going to be your real boss someday, and then you're going to be real sorry, Aldrin.
Oh no, I'm so scared. Oh, what will
Should
I
be.
do? Oh. And then he just deadpans him. Yes, I know you're a stinky little one. It's
I'd be
obvious.
running right now if I didn't have such a winning hand.
How did you roll good?
I rolled an 18.
Yeah, no, he rolled a 3. He's doing terrible.
And on a good note.
Yeah. Thrash Kyron at 3 Dragon Ante, and then...
I'm out forever.
No, I'm going. He chose not to cheat on this one, but
Yeah. Crushed him.
While Burberry and Kyron are playing 3 Dragon Ante, as Noelle's walking down the hallway, probably adjacent to Aldrin, she's gonna say, "Actually, hey, could I talk to you about something real quick?" Aldrin.
What?
Someone wasn't listening.
eyes up here, Aldrin.
My apologies.
Please stop looking right at them. At the occasional glance, I understand, but you're just staring directly at them.
You don't even have sunglasses to hide behind.
Maybe it's the last time he ever sees them.
Yeah, he has
Going to miss my
memorize them.
my little moon drops.
Yeah. That's a new one.
I'm just kidding. That
Moon
doesn't
rocks,
happen.
moon rocks.
I think
kidding.
that's hilarious. Noelle like looks down at the necklace. She's like, it does actually kind of look. Never mind.
Anyways.
I had something for you, Aldrin, before we left.
Oh, for me?
Indeed. Noelle starts looking tremendously embarrassed. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a letter in an envelope. And she says, "If you open this before we leave, you can consider it revoked. It's an invitation to
Vote.
an event."
I'm good. Please continue.
I think you'll get it when you read it. Like I said, though, no opening it until we're gone. Okay?
I am a very curious person. You can't tell me not to open it.
Now I can, because there's an enchantment on it, and if you do, I'll know.
Oh, but I want to open it so bad.
I promise it'll be worth the wait.
Fine. Fine. Tuck it into his bag.
Well,
I am already regretting my decision, Noelle thinks to herself.
I know Lauren would kill me if I didn't do that. I had a lot of fun, actually. You made the trip very entertaining.
I'm glad I could be of service.
I
could have been of more service, but you know.
I completely understand. I've got someone back home who can
Service you as well. It's
It's-
okay.
There it
one
is.
way to say it.
I've
Okay.
already got someone in my employ. I don't need any more service. Thank you.
I would people for that. Okay, if this is the last time we hang out for a while.
Oh, you plan to see me again, do you, Moondrop? How interesting.
I guess we'll find out.
I want to open it so bad.
I know. You must wait, Aldrin.
Very well. When are you leaving? Is it today? Like right now?
Probably soon. I think we're just wrapping up some goodbyes.
Oh, okay. So, do I have to wait till you've left the Feywild, or?
I'll say the Lost Emeralds are off the castle premises.
Perfect.
If you can't.
I'll go get those little lookout spots.
Binoculars, just sitting on the top tower.
She's gone.
Letter.
Just a pinup drawing of him.
That would be a great prank. Okay, well, Noelle will offer you a hug.
He'll give you a hug.
Okay.
Pat. It is a modest one. He is not.
Turns out it's a prank. It turns out it's a prank on Arthur, and then it's a pinup of John.
I don't think
He wouldn't
Aldrin
mind.
would hate that. I don't think he'd hate that.
John basically is a pinup. All right. Not to belabor.
Barnaby would be the prank.
Barnaby would be the prank.
Yeah.
He'd burn that.
They butted heads so hard.
Like, I don't need to see this ever again.
All right. Well,
I feel
goodbye. I'm leaving.
Alright,
See you.
All right.
goodbye. And he's gonna up the stairs.
Okay.
You like immediately feel something like tenting at the edge of the enchantment without actually going off. Playing with the
I told you I'd do it, Johnny.
I love it.
Fucking wild.
I love it.
Anyways,
I love it so much.
so the party is ready to go.
I think so.
Everybody touch hand.
Oh, okay. Why? Oh, are you just gonna teleport? Ah, sweet.
Is there gonna be a weird thing though with teleporting out of the Feywilds? like that?
I don't think so, because
If
this is Word of Recall.
If
So I
time stays how it is indicated on the watch, we should be fine, right?
Let's find out. Do it. Well,
Who are you coming with?
oh no.
Just watch as everybody explodes.
Hoofs.
I thought we looked this up. What?
That's why I'm
you're
like,
scrutinizing. But we do,
Yeah.
I do recall a previous session where we said, Word of Recall can go across planes, and you're like, well, it doesn't say it can.
yeah, that's.
I do have one temple designated because I went to the trouble of doing it, so I have it.
Which one is that? Is it in Freeport?
I believe so, yes.
So it's gonna be affected by planar travel specified that only work on one time in existence.
Jerome, baby. Moisture.
Because I think we because you said it doesn't say we can't because it's only one way. It's not like I
And
can
teleport does specify that you can't.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, I think you can. I'm just making sure that I'm not misreading that, just because that is a lower level spell than teleport, and lower level than plane shift as well. So it's like that is
so
interesting.
Plane shift lets you go anywhere, and teleport also kind of lets you go anywhere. This lets you go to one spot, and it's one way.
Which is fair. So that is a fair point. That is a very fair point.
Like, I can't go anywhere. I could go to this spot from anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is probably why it's a lower level. 'cause it's not as-
Okay. So Burberry's casting Word of Recall.
I suppose so.
All right.
This is a new one.
So Burberry, you gather the party around you. You begin to recite the incantation, and you watch as you are enveloped in a beam of light that's sort of just shining down from the sky overhead. The
That is
source
way
unclear.
What I was imagining.
The beam beginning to grow brighter and brighter and brighter as you finish the incantation before it is like just this completely blinding, opaque ray that is completely, wrapped all of you in its circumference. And Aldrin, you watch as this beam grows brighter and brighter and brighter before with a there's a bright flash of light, and when you next open your eyes, the light and the figures inside of it are gone.
Dope. He opens that letter
There's
immediately.
just 4 piles of ash.
They're all dead.
You just all disintegrated.
You put too much stank on it.
So I will say, Burberry, I think this is the first time you've ever cast Word of Recall.
Yep.
It's a new experience. It's not a terribly pleasant one. You feel both compressed and stretched across an incredible distance. It's a deeply unsettling, uncanny, stomach-turning feeling, and it's lasting longer than it feels like an instantaneous teleportation should. You're lingering in this liminal, dimensionless space. Now that we are transitioning back to the material plane, I am going to need a D20 roll from someone in the party.
Should I do it since I'm
It's your spell.
4.
4.
Hopefully that's a good thing.
4 years have passed.
No, because it wasn't moving!
Well, at least we skipped the whole apocalypse part.
There's that.
4 days?
So what's going to happen then? Is that you will find yourselves, after an uncomfortably long time passes, minutes that feel as though they're stretching into hours, in this between state. You find yourself beginning to relax. You feel your bodies beginning to sort of return to themselves fairly rapidly as they sort of collect, and you feel that light kind of burning your eyes again. You feel yourself blinking, and you feel this solid ground beneath your feet again. You can feel cool air around you, and you can hear a handful of panicked voices kind of murmuring around you. And as your eyes adjust, you find yourselves standing in the annex of the Temple of Viridia in downtown Freeport.
Oh, sorry about that.
And as these people are all, kind of looking at you all, having just fucking appeared in a beam of light, you're gonna see Mother Boldenil kind of come out of one of the kind of rear chambers.
I'll cast Calm Emotion.
Okay.
They're not gonna kick us out.
No, for calming them down.
Oh.
Sure.
Find out about the spell.
And they'll say, Brother Burberry, I didn't see you come in. To which one of the passersby is just like, they just came in! They just appeared out of nowhere!
Yes, sorry, we were actually in the Fey Wilds.
I'm sorry, the where?
The, Fey realm?
Oh.
Would you mind telling us the date?
Yes, we actually don't know how much time has passed. Time is kind of wobbly.
Oh,
I'm gonna assume that we remember the day we left. Because I sure
it is. You guys left on the 50th of Cairn.
Okay.
It is currently...
In 4 years past, Barnaby's gonna be like, God damn it, not again.
I'm never going
I'm
back there
sorry.
again.
I need to account for the holiday shit. All right, let me get the actual calendar open.
Every time I come back, it's always 4 years.
I go in there, I'm not allowed to eat the deer. I come out and I lose another 5 years.
It just keeps fucking happening.
Oh, hey, that rhymed.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It is the 12th of Salern. You just missed the Day of Rights last week. It's been 22 days.
Okay.
That's
So how
pretty
many
good.
weeks is that?
3.
That is like
No, technically.
2.5 weeks in this world's time, so like 3 weeks real time.
Can you tell me? Can you tell me where Lauren's at right now?
You know where she's at.
Wait.
You know where she's at.
Okay, actually, I'm just gonna message you just to be on
Standing
safe.
there with an invitation, like, what? When did I get this?
Noelle. Postmarked 3 weeks ago.
I just can't wait for this conversation to come up. I'm very excited. Lauren's gonna be so down to be like,
So, you are back in Farrell. Or not Farrell, Freeport. Freeport. That's the word.
It's good to be back.
Oh, I forgot to bring snacks.
Burberry. Didn't you say you were gonna set up a whole snack trade with?
Oh, I did. I said I would tell him.
I wrote his name down. It's Keldon.
Yes.
But you're gonna have to get down to Goshifine for that.
That's all right. Yeah, small steps. We're on the right plane of existence at least, and also we don't know whenever he's actually gonna be back because time.
That is true.
Can I look at the watch again to see how fast the other hand is going?
It's just fucking spinning.
Oh man, I hope they did a good job on these deers.
Now the outer hands are moving at a normal speed, and the inner hands are just fucking spinning. Like, it is a useless fucking item at this point. It tells you nothing.
No, it does. It tells me that time in the Feywild is moving a lot faster.
Yeah, that's something.
I guess that's something.
That was the reason I wanted it, was to see comparison of time.
But there's no way to know the exact time. It's just it's changing too quickly.
Now here's a real
So-
mindfuck. What if you hold that compass in a time stop?
It just breaks.
Probably.
The head just fucking bang on a spring.
But yeah, no, the whole reason I wanted this was not to time, but was
I know.
Yeah,
It's just as a clock for telling time, it's garbage. It's
I mean,
very useless.
No, it's fine for this time.
All right.
For the normal second, minute, hour hand, this is fine.
All
That
right.
is fine.
Well,
I
I
just
said
hope that those gears are like very well handled, because let's face it, that's doing a lot of work.
that's some expert craftsmanship, I hope.
Just breaks in 2 days.
Well, from
Just
the
the
watch's
gears break.
perspective, years have passed.
Centuries.
I mean, Noelle does need to just check in with Jade, because I set her up with that sending stone when we left Daggermore. No. Dragonland. Whatever it's called.
Illical.
Just make sure she got it. So, that'd be pretty simple. Hey, Jade, just checking. I've got my sending stone. I hope you got yours. We just got back from the Feywild. Looks like it's been about a little over 2 weeks. Where are you?
I was wondering when I would hear from you again. Starting to hurry. Still at the Presidium? Doing like you said, staying put, staying safe. So happy to hear you're home.
She's back to the Presidium area? She was on Illegal, wasn't she?
She was.
Oh, and she took a boat back?
Yep.
Okay. Well, sweet. I guess I'm going to the Presidium and checking with people.
She's like, I don't see my girlfriend.
Oh, I'm gonna go have a cooler made, and it has been time for my shield to be finished.
Let me take a look at that.
I have it as being ready 2:30 4:12.
2:30. So you got about 8 days
Oh.
before it's ready. So getting close.
Cool.
Um,
I'm gonna go since I have access to my wallet. Yay!
Yay, wallet.
I'm gonna go get another box of chilling.
Okay.
To send to Keltrin.
The merchant.
I made a deal. I'm seeing it through. We're mailing
Fair
him
enough.
a chill box.
Mail him a chill box to I think Goshafheim, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it was like 400 colds. I don't remember it being super expensive.
No.
Or no, how much was a chill box? Chest of preserving, that's what it's called. That is that's common, excuse me. So it's like 50 gold.
Done.
Yeah. Refrigeration technology's coming along, guys.
Is it refrigerating it? I don't think it says that on the item.
It's a chest of preserving, I think.
So we're treating
It just
like
says that food stays good in it.
Yeah, it's not using cold. It's magic, but it's
Yeah.
basically a refrigerator.
Oh, so that means anything that I put in it in fact did not go stale. Cool.
Yeah. No freezer burn.
None of the cookies that I've been giving people stale. Okay.
Yeah, food and other perishables do not age or decay. So it's not cold, but it is preserved. It is fresh.
If someone died, you could use it as like a makeshift gentle repose.
Not big enough for that.
We'll get a big one.
No, keep your bodies out of my food.
I don't think it would work because General Repose very specifically halts the time limit on resurrection spells. Like that
That's
It,
fair.
calls out, effectively extends the time limit on raising the target from the dead, since the days spent on the influence of the spell don't count against times of spells for raise dead and revivify. So
That's more just joking, but I.
that would be a very efficient use of 50 gold.
If you didn't
though.
want someone to rot,
Yeah.
you can get a
that's
big
fair.
box of preserving.
That is true.
Anyway,
Well, as you guys are looking to kind of collect yourselves and head out into town, I think Mother Bolanil is going to actually like kind of grab you by the shoulder, Burberry. It's like, hey, could you one moment? As she like hurries into a side room and comes back out with a newspaper. She says, "Feywild for 3 weeks."
Yes.
So this wasn't you. She holds hands, pushes a paper towards you. There is a very blurry photograph of what looks like a mountain range, kind of rising up from the ocean, and what looks like a multi-leveled stone fort built on the coast. That is smoking, burning, and the headline reads, "Piracy vanquished. Eastern Alliance finally takes Daggermore."
oh right. I forgot about that.
I'll be real, I have two. That's not me, right? Is it me?
No.
Okay, no, I honestly like,
I don't remember bombing pirates, but you know me.
I get up to all kinds of things.
Well, I
No,
mean,
no, Burberry. This is dated to like this is yesterday's paper, and looking at the article, it sounds like this actually took place basically at the very end of last month, like the 56th to the 58th. East Alliance operatives apparently infiltrated Daggermore through unknown means. They totaled Fort Rocher, destroying all but a handful of artillery guns, and then a sizable fleet that was assembling and mooring sailed into Betting Witch and established a foothold. They have since been fighting their way deeper into the city and establishing a stronger hold over the island in the 3 weeks since that attack.
Well, Lauren's been busy.
No, that was not me. Usually I travel with the group. This person's by them.
And nobody's mentioned by name. It just says East Alliance operatives. But Boldenil goes on to say, I just assumed I knew you were working very closely with the Alliance since, the monster attacked. And I had been telling people that I knew some people who were involved, so I probably should set that right.
Well,
Oops.
I mean, it is fair, and I think we did discuss it with them, but as a member of, the conclave, I generally there was a thing about we need to take this for a bunch of people. I'm not one for wanton murder.
Well, I mean, I hold our vows as dearly as the next, but I think that we are well within our right to defend ourselves against this awful cult.
Yes, no, I in defense it is important. I don't disagree with that, but I don't know if taking over the Daggermore is necessarily. It's very complicated. You know how these things are.
I really don't, but I will take your word for it.
Oh, actually, I wanted to talk to you. I had an idea for opening up a temple in Montalban. And I've you know Noelle, the lovely lady so she sets up this thing called a tiny hut. And I've been watching your cast over the last couple of years, and I think I figured out a way to make like a really cool version of it, but like a lot bigger. So I was wondering, do we have any like floor plans for other temples, like either at the library or here?
I mean, the Temple of Viridius floor plan is available, sure, if you'd like to take a look.
I would love to.
Yeah.
And for out of character stuff, it's I've gotten Temple of God, so I can just build a temple.
Yeah, that's a 7th level spell. That's a thing now.
Yeah.
Heads up. It does only last for 24 hours at a time.
Yes. Well, no, but that's the thing. So under it says if I keep recasting it for a year,
Yes.
it'll stay there forever.
Yes. So if that is something Burberry wants to dedicate time to, that is an option.
That's what I was thinking. I'm basically making allusions to Aftergame.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I mean, she can show you the floor plan for the Temple of Viridia. You might need to make some adjustments to your own version of it, just because it's not like a perfect square layout, but there's definitely a place to start there for sure.
So what I was thinking is, since I've hired that Fae guy to like basically dig out a bunch of the mountainside, I was thinking to use that as the quarters of the residents, and then building the temple in front of it.
Okay.
So that it kind of it's bigger on the inside.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I can buy that.
Yeah, but getting inspiration, and I honestly I might go back to Faerul at some point to commission the person who did the wooden sculptures for me last time to make the statues for my the bigger versions for whenever
Gotcha.
I do the temple, because you know it's a great opportunity, and you know I can pay her handsomely for her work.
Sure.
I'm sure she'd be over the moon, like, yeah, no, I made cats and look, there they are.
Yeah. That is definitely doable.
Yeah.
Cool.
What? I'm not super excited about a random architecture project. Sure, what are you talking about?
Cat architecture? No.
No.
Never. Anywho, Noelle, Presidium, yeah?
That was the plan.
Yeah, I mean, getting back to, the far side of Freeport.
You get back and Jade's like, I found someone else.
How convenient.
I just shot someone down!
Yeah, I mean, you get to the gates.
I'm sorry, Noah, you were gone for 22 days. I had to move on. I thought you were dead.
I just assumed. I'm sorry.
First thing I would definitely check is whether or not Alexi and Gideon have made out. Just get a status report on that.
Don't think so.
Okay. I was
don't
talking to Jade.
I don't ever see them, so. I've only really seen them at meals, and.
Do they like look at each other though? Like.
Well, it's hard to say
know.
because Gideon's always got
Gideon.
the blindfold on.
I always forget that. It's so obvious. I always forget it.
I mean, Lexi's very excited, although I think that's mostly the ship, which I still haven't seen, by the way. So if you could maybe get me in, I would love a look because that sounds really cool. They've been talking about it for 3 weeks now.
Yeah, that's all they talk about probably. It's maybe I know they're really trying to keep it secret just because information is pretty valuable at this stage of things.
I suppose that's fair.
Also, it's so good to see you, Jade. It's been a weird month for me. I know it's been only 22 days for you, but...
You spent a month over there?
It was about 60 days, yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm older and wiser.
And filthy.
Yeah. I'd probably take a bath, huh?
Got some help?
Always.
Good thing there's a bathtub conveniently in our quarters.
We're just having this conversation in the bathroom.
Yeah, they've been just washing each other's hair the whole time. But yeah, she's very happy to see you. Not a lot to report after she got the sending stone. She tried it a couple times, didn't hear back from you, and was just like, well, I hope that's just because of some wonky face stuff.
I should have warned you. That can be really weird with Feywild
I mean,
stuff.
you mentioned that you would be out of touch for a little while, so I figured that's what it was. Gideon said that was probably it. So, I figured it was probably not a big deal. But, I was just a little bit worried. That's all. Didn't lose my cool, but I am glad to see you.
This is nice. I do.
It's a very small tub, though.
It is. If you could move your foot a little bit, it's pressing into my lower back. Thank you. There's something I do need to tell you. It kind of happened more recently on the journey. Just so you know,
Did you send out more letters?
That was gonna be my good news at the end of all this.
So good.
Wait, what did you say? Did you say you sent out more letters? Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I assume they talked about this.
That was my understanding. This was just a conversation that happened at some point. But Burberry, you remember Burberry? You've seen them around a lot, I'm sure.
Burberry, this is not ringing a bell.
Okay.
Mm,
Anyway, they kind of confessed their love to me through a series of letters.
oh, like across the whole trip?
Like, since we've been hanging out.
They've been sending you letters?
No, they didn't ever send them. In fact, they didn't even want to give me the pile of letters, but they're, well, you know, yeah, I'm sure you know what's going on with Burberry. Part of them decided to.
It was the sassy one, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it was sort of a...
He seems like fun. The sassy one, I mean.
The other one sticks like a stick in the mud.
The stuffy one maybe needs a little bit of work to loosen up a bit, but
Well,
I could see it.
when,
Anyways.
I felt like I needed to tell you that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make it so over dramatic. I just, that's,
No,
you know, we're together and I wanted to make sure you were aware of that.
I appreciate the forthcomingness. I might have guessed if I was more observant. It makes sense though. I can see it. What did you tell him?
Well, he wrote me letters, so I figured I'd write one back.
Fitting.
I think Noelle will probably just add to the best of her recollection and explain everything she said in the letter.
Yeah. Jade's like, that is, huh. I guess I got very, very lucky. I found you when I did then.
I mean, in fairness, I knew you a while ago, too.
Yeah.
I mean, we were dating years ago at this point.
Do you think if we had not gotten back in touch, that you and Burberry might be...
And if you hadn't come to Freeport when you did, I don't know. I don't know if I would have been able to say what I wanted to say to him at the time, and I don't know if he would have been able to say it. So it's hard to say. It certainly would have been possible.
Then I will count myself very lucky that our paths crossed when they did. Again.
I wasn't able to use such flowery language when I was just explaining the letter to you, but really, Jade, I am so happy with you. There's just so much about you that I love, and I feel like I can be myself around you more than with anyone else I've ever met. And I feel like there's just such a... It just feels like you look through me and you see this core that I always knew was there, but I could never show until I was around you. Like, you bring out the best in me. I am being completely honest when I say that, yes, there is a world out there where Burberry and I ended up together, but I am very happy that I'm living in this one.
Need to. She will give you a big hug
Oh.
and kiss.
Oh, your foot's in my back again.
Okay, maybe not in the top 10.
And see.
Yeah. So back at Freeport, it's the 11th, excuse me, of Slurn, or 12th. Let me. I'm just gonna write that down so I don't forget. You have the run of things right now. What are you guys doing? What's going on?
It's a good question. I don't want to take up all the time, but at some point, probably in the evening, Noelle would sending to Lauren to check in on her. But doesn't have to be immediate if someone's got something else.
Two things.
There you go. Something to do.
All right, 2 things.
One of which involved the gears that I just got.
Okay.
I want to construct some little engineered earplugs that will lower themselves onto said ears before I pull the trigger. And then they lift back up after the gun has kerplewed.
So you've got like a string rigged up to your gun that like...
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, it's getting close. Okay, it's on my ears now.
All right. Okay. Sure. That's probably gonna take you, I don't know, maybe a day to work on that, get that built. So you have the
That's just
materials.
going to be the prototype.
It's just time. Okay.
The real version, the finalized version, is I want it to not require said string to communicate with something I put on the gun that talks back and forth. So that way I can give it to my other family. So that way it lowers it over their ears.
Okay. So
Or
everybody's
mass
just getting
communicate.
automated earplugs.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
That
Just
go
for
off
my gun.
every time you pull the trigger. Okay, I'll say
I don't
this.
like that.
I think building the earplugs, that's probably like a day of work per set.
Mm-hmm.
The rig, the communication rig, whatever that's going to be, I think is going to be like a magic item of some kind that is going to take a few more days than that. I'm going to say crafting.
For reference, Barnaby will be calling it just electrocommunication, not magic.
I'll say this.
Blueberry.
Because you're making a set of them, we'll call it an uncommon item. It'll be like a 10-day project for 200 gold.
No, Pete, right now, I'm Blueberry.
Oh,
That's a deal.
I still
All right.
feel bad.
No.
And we have a dog.
No, the pun was just too good, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I think I was trying to make a Bluetooth pun. Anyway,
Blue Fang.
something like that. That was the first blue thing that came to mind.
Cerulean
Nah,
canine.
if Barnaby ever makes like earphones, like ones that actually play music, they're called Barnabeats.
Barnabas Beats.
That's great.
That works too good.
Oh, God.
I'm not sorry.
So, all right. Barnaby can work on that over the next 10 days, we'll say then.
All right. And then the other thing, now that we're back, I need to get a hold of Lauren.
Oh,
Well, all right then.
so do I technically, but however you want to do it.
How you going to do it, Barnaby?
Last time I did a sanding stone. I think I'll just do that again.
Do you have
you guys
one
have a
to
sending
Lauren?
Do you have a sending stone to a Lauren?
That's how we got a hold of her last time.
Because I have a sending stone to a Lauren.
Yes.
Oh.
All right. So Barnaby tracks you down.
Hey, Barnaby.
Oh, hello, Barnaby.
Wiping my hair off with a
Damn it.
towel.
Wait, you got that thingamajigger that lets you talk with Lauren? I
Oh,
need to send a message.
yeah, actually, I was planning to talk to her again today just to check in. 1 second. I think it's in my bag. I'll go fetch it out.
Noelle's head, or Jade's head is just like cocked the entire time. You're like bent over digging through your bag.
Okay. Cool your jets. Are we... Let's see. I need to say anything specific, Barnaby?
Remember, I
you
need
got
to talk.
25 words. 25 words.
All right. I need to talk to her about a project I need her help with. And 25 characters ain't gonna cut it, so I figure keeping it at that should get her over here.
Actually, you know what? Here, I have sending, and I'll just hand you the sending stone to Lauren. For today, you can... Maybe you'll hear back from her. Go for it.
Is this thing on?
No,
how
don't
I'm
waste-
sure if it's using it?
Okay, it's not glowing yet. You have to squeeze it.
I am squeezing it. It's been glowing this whole time.
That's, I think, literally 25 words.
Lauren just hears Barnaby's voice randomly. Hello? Is this thing on?
I don't know why.
I am squeezing it. Is it working? There's a few people in the room as they're like kind of going through, some of the shelves and the scrolls in here. They like kind of look over to you.
It's not glowing anymore. Does that mean it ran out of moose poop?
It did. I guess I'll handle that for the next time.
Adlar just looks at you and Lauren's like, was that Barnaby?
Yeah. Barnaby? Is everything okay? Is Noelle okay? Are you okay? Wait, are you guys back? Oh, wait.
We're fine, by the way.
Did I hear Adler? How does this work?
I don't know, sure.
I guess if I'm holding the sending stone when they send it back, I would say, yeah, sorry, I gave Barnaby the sending stone. He said he needed to tell you something. He wants to collaborate on a plan? When you're back.
I mean, I think I can come back anytime. I think they've got everything pretty handled over here, so.
I'll just use a sending at this point. Yeah. Oh, did I see the newspaper? Was Noelle walked out of the scene at that point?
You could have seen it if you were there. If you wanted to have
Well,
lingered.
Burberry referred to Noelle as like my pretty friend who walked away, so I wasn't sure if I'd left at that point.
I would have said Boldenil would have been wanting to have that conversation quickly while you guys were in the middle of kind of figuring out what you were doing. So
also, Jade probably would have known that occurred too. She could have told me.
She very well could have.
I'd say, oh, sorry, I cast sending to Lauren. I'd say, yeah, how are you? We were in the Feywild for over 2 weeks. I saw something about Daggermore. Assuming that was you?
Yeah, we're still here.
Do I need to use another sending?
Oh, sorry. Were you not done? Oh, sorry.
You can't talk in the middle!
sorry.
I mean, I don't think I have many words left. I just kind of guess usually.
Okay, well, here, finish what you were going
The
over.
end.
Oh,
And Lauren's like, yeah, that was us. The end.
yeah, all gets over here. We're just in Daggermore helping the Eastern Alliance, since y'all didn't seem too keen on it.
Well, I have good news for you.
To the church lady. You don't have to renege. It was one of of us. It just wasn't.
Oh, well, that is reassuring. Next time you see her, you tell her.
I'll sending back to Lauren. It's good to hear from you. I think we just weren't ready for that kind of mission. I'm glad someone was, though. It seems like it went well. When can we see you? We're back in Freeport.
Let me just 1 second. And you just like probably hear like a slashing sound.
I'm in the Presidium bathroom. Or I guess outside of it.
You get to hear Lauren's background noises during this. It sounds chaotic as fuck.
Oh, okay, I see.
Gunfire, roaring, pew pew.
You're just like on hold listening to the sounds of street fighting.
Like dinosaurs roaring and shit.
She goes and does like the telepathic to Segan, just like, hey, do you need my help anymore? Or am I good to go?
Did I hear a dinosaur?
I don't know.
It's like she clipped her mic. I didn't know you could do that with Sydney.
It works differently every time we do it.
I mean, Segan's just gonna be like, if you have other business, I think there's more than enough people here to make up for your absence.
Wow, make me sound worthless, why don't you?
Thank you again
You're so very welcome.
for your service to the people of Daggermore, Miss Lauren.
Oh, I have a question. Did I get a letter during this period of time?
Would Lauren have gotten a letter?
Oh, okay. If we're talking about what I think we're talking about, here's my headcanon of how this went down. At some point, before the Feywild quest, Jade, Lauren, and Noelle talked about this.
Perfect.
And it is now just being put into place.
Awesome. Hey, Segan, did you read my letter?
I haven't had the chance, actually. There's been a
Segan?
small bit of war to be fought, if you hadn't noticed.
No, I'm in the middle of it. I've noticed.
Oh, good. Well, I will get to it when I have the time.
Well, you should just like read it and let me know. Well, because I'm about to leave, so I just need a yes or no.
You said it wasn't pressing.
Yeah, but it would be good to, because I can't just go, hey, Segan, how you doing? Because I can't send to you, so. Wait, can you do sending?
No.
Okay, then read the damn letter.
I can have someone send to you as soon as I get the chance.
Ugh, fine.
Forgive me.
Then you just hear a Lauren roaring.
Oh, the sending cut out a long time ago.
Okay, yeah.
It was still on hold listening to all
You're still on hold.
Good hold
Anyway.
music.
Oh, hey, sorry. I got distracted. There's a lot of people. And then it's...
Then it cuts off.
Nah, sending actually has an asterisk. 25 words, but over many fits within 30 seconds.
Cat, you were cutting out so bad.
No!
You gotta do something.
It was fine earlier. It started like halfway through.
I know. I don't know what's going on.
Multi-sending spell. That's all.
That's like a bad sending when you just lose half the words.
It's because I jumped planes recently, you know?
Oh, yeah, we're all garbled right now. Jet lag.
Plane lagged. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think she answered my question. I asked when we could see you again.
Lauren would pop back into Freeport probably later that night.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
And I'd look.
Sweet.
You've got, what is it, like walk through plants now?
Yeah, walk through trees. So she should pop up at the Green Wardens.
Oh, where there's trees. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, where the big tree is.
Tree side. Oh no, it's walk. Transport via plants. Jesus,
Yeah, transport via
that took
plants.
forever. Transport via plants. Got it. Yeah, that would not take you long to get back to the Presidium then. So later that night, Lauren, you would be able to reconvene with the rest of the party. With Adlar in tow, I think both of them definitely look a little tanner, whatever that looks like on a Triton. Got some fresh new scars,
Oh wow.
little dingy looking, little battle hardened.
You guys look. Well, it's good to see you, Lauren. I'll give her a hug. I
Nice.
know it's only been a couple weeks. Or wait, how long has it been since we last saw you?
Been
It
like
was
3 weeks.
Illegal and the Feywild trip. So yeah, half a month.
30 days, something like that. Give or take.
You guys look good.
Thank you.
We're not dead yet.
I take it that all the pressing stuff about family and whatnot got resolved.
Yes, all is well there.
How did you like Aelia?
Cold.
Fucking cold.
Yeah,
Well,
it
It
gets
was cold
that
for
way.
Adlar.
Did it snow?
Yeah.
It was snowing.
It was for most of the trip.
That's maybe the one thing I miss about my home.
You missed that?
It's really nice sometimes.
You
Like when
poor thing.
Okay, hear me out. It's late at night and all you have is like a torch and you're walking around and it's quiet and you can hear the snow crunching under your feet and you're bundled up nice and warm. It's lovely.
That was the part we were missing. The bundling. We did not have enough bundling.
Oh yeah,
I
that's a
don't
really
think.
important part.
Yeah, no.
I bundled you the whole time. What are you talking about?
I kept forgetting it. I wasn't used to walking around with a big puffy coat like that. It was very... You're not stealthy like that, you know? It's like, oh, I'm making noise. Let me take this off.
I literally bought you a jacket as soon as we got there.
I know, and I kept leaving it everywhere.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know, we had to go back. We got halfway back to the village, and then we had to go back to town.
Yeah, because you almost died.
I'm sorry. It's just an easy thing to forget when you don't grow up needing a loud jacket.
A loud it's just a jacket, Adlar.
They're
It's
very
not loud.
noisy.
It's not loud.
You
It's a
guys are
jacket.
talking like an old married couple.
Okay. You are one to talk, miss. Speaking of which, how is your miss?
I mean, she could tell you herself. I think she's doing quite well.
Good.
You weren't sure to be Jade or Adlar in that moment.
You threw me. You can't do that. You can't drag another
Why don't you two
NPC
talk
into
to
a
each other?
conversation. Jade, it is good to see you. Hello, Adla. Let's go off and have a conversation by ourselves while our loved ones sort out their business. Yes, that is a good idea.
Let us get out of this scene.
Away with us, be cool.
I guess I'd ask Barnaby if he wants to cook up some reunion gumbo for the family since we're all back. I don't know where Birdberry is. Are they around the Presidium? I haven't seen them for a little bit.
I'm
probably.
stuffing my face with sandwiches.
In the Presidium?
No.
At the sandwich shop.
Oh, sandwich shop. Okay.
Save some room for some gumbo.
Well, I would.
Look,
Oh.
I didn't know Lauren was back. I'm just
I
excited.
know. I'm gonna sending to you. Just burn all my spell slots. I will sending to Burberry and say, hey, don't know if you've eaten, but Barnaby is making a gumbo because Lauren's back. With Adlar, they have stories. If you want to come back to the Presidium, I'd like to see you.
I can always
I can always make room for more gumbo. Would you like me to bring some?
What? You're sending cut out.
I always have room for gumbo. Would you like me to bring some sandwiches too?
I'm sure the rest of the Gatewatch would appreciate them. I can't say that. I can't respond without burning another spell slot.
I'm going to assume. Can I get some of these to go?
I feel like in the background of this sending, I can hear like a New York deli, like people shouting sandwich orders and shit.
All right, let's get another half dozen rupees. All right, let's go. Come on, people, hang up.
and then I am also going to find some sells beignets.
Beignets, all right.
Beignets and gumbo?
I think there's definitely some beignet shops along the way. Probably you're pretty close to the freeholds, so.
I will also burn some sending, and I will send to the car on Faerul and ask,
hey, it's Burberry. If you remember me, I helped with the statue. Would you be interested in taking additional commissions in that vein?
I think the response would come pleasantly surprised, like, "Oh, Burberry, hello, hi. Yeah, I'm always happy to take on more work. Whenever you've got the time, let me know."
Excellent.
Or I can respond.
Excellent. I will mail specifications and inspirations within the next week.
All right, sounds good.
Cool. So
Yeah.
that'll be like a little side thing.
Okay. So, the party can reconvene in the Presidium's Great Hall for a shared meal of delicious gumbo.
Lauren!
I'm assuming that's Burr and not Barry.
Yes.
That was a very weird combination of audio I heard for some delicious Aloran.
We cooked her up.
Fried fish is best fish.
Oh, Lauren. So we were in the Feywild, and I found a really good Fey wine. Because I asked for alcohol, and they brought wine. And I was like, well, that's a weird one, but whew, it was strong.
Ooh. I like
Oh.
wine.
Huh?
I like wine.
I think I might have.
And he like actually pulls out the I have like a little mini cask that I've been carrying around for a while. So he pulls out the mini cask, and there's like half of a glass of because he drank it. But he wanted to save some for tasting.
Thank you. I would love to try it.
And don't worry, Barry will keep his minor restorations to himself.
Oh, when we go to sit down, Lauren's gonna pull out a chair out of her bag of holding and put it at the head of the table and just like slump in it.
You've been carrying a chair? That's
Yeah.
immense.
It's La Charade's chair.
How did it fit in your bag of holding?
Don't ask questions. It was a struggle.
No kidding.
It is a. I will say this to the onlookers. It does strike you as maybe a little smaller than you would expect the ostentatious throne of a big bad evil boy to be. It's it's a high backed, like dark leather upholstered with the little brass fasteners. It's a little frayed.
It's his desk chair, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, we found it at the head of a table. There was
We
like a whole
did.
meeting room. They had maps and things.
I don't think it's the chair, but until I find the chair, I think this will be the best chair I can get. At the time.
Laura, you've managed to make it to this point. Oh, I have stuff.
I am alive. Yes. Hello. Good to see you as well.
Hello, you lived. Surprising.
It is surprising. I got shot a lot while we were on Dagamon. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I want to hear all about your guys' adventure.
Do you have do you have scars?
I mean, he
I
just like
love
rolls
those.
up his sleeve, pulls down it like he got shot a lot.
Do you want me to get rid of those?
You look like Swiss
No,
cheese.
it's fine. Lauren took care of it. You should have seen it though. It was pretty dicey there for like a good 12 seconds. Really, really ugly business. And then everything exploded and it was fine.
I get it. I've been on dicey missions with a Lauren before.
So I'm actually gonna pull out the Staff of the Woodlands and say,
I saved this for you. Lauren.
What is it?
It's a
It looks like a stick.
It's a very large stick.
Oh, a stick? She'll grab it and be like,
so that's the Staff of the Woodlands. for while you're holding it, you gain a +1 attack or spell attack, +1 bonus to spell attack rolls.
It should be +2.
I have it written as +1, but I'll change it to a +2.
It should be a +2.
You ignore half cover when making a attack. It does require 2-bit though.
Wait, is that the Staff of the Woodlands, or is that?
Oh no, Staff of the War Mage. Sorry, brain. No, wait, I also have Staff of the Woodlands. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like
I think
that's
you were
not the
keeping the Woodlands one. I thought.
Staff of the Woodlands gives you way different stuff than.
Staff of the Woodlands. No, sorry, I also have Staff of the War Mage, which is like
it's a little different. Different.
Yeah, give 2 Staff of Woodlands because it does require attunement for Druid. I did not write any of the specifics for it because I knew I would not be able to use it. So
it is a big thing.
I have it written down. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Cool.
Because you said you were gonna give it to me, so I just added it to her character sheet.
Well, I'll take it off of mine then because it's official.
Oh hell yeah! I feel like she picks this thing up.
Adler's looking at it, it's like it's just a stick.
Oh, but it can do big things. I can already tell.
Wait, doesn't it have like a flower or something on it?
But it's a stick. Yeah, there's like one flower growing out of the tip of it.
It's not just a stick, Adler. See, there's a flower.
It's a very big woody flower. Okay.
I can show you what the stick will do later, and she'll wink at him.
He just looks at you like.
Not at the table.
She just laughs.
We talked about this.
I'm kidding.
We agreed we were working our way up to that.
And Adlor, I was actually wondering, do you speak, what is it, face speak?
Sylvan?
Sylvan?
Sylvan. Do you speak Sylvan? Or is it just...
Great question.
I mean, I figure it's from Fey rules, so
it's very possible, but remember, Adler is also a slacker, so...
He should, but he skipped a lot of those classes. He speaks very broken Sylvan.
He might. I'm looking back
at his character. He can ask for where the bathroom is.
Adlar does not speak Sylvan. He speaks Common and Elvish.
Boo. Well, I guess never. If you don't speak Sylvan, I guess this isn't going to be for you. I got a cool book about the Fey Lords.
Oh, Dota might be into that.
Is he around or is he back on?
No. He's back on Pharaoh.
Yeah, I was actually planning on visiting there for statue reasons.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense. Feral is where you go for statues, after all. Everyone knows that.
Well,
don't look at me like that, Noelle. Why don't you know that? Obviously.
Well, sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
It's because it's one particular statue maker.
I know.
The lady that we found her tool set?
Yes, the one that I almost made cry.
I wrote her name down months ago, and I don't remember what it is, but it's in here somewhere.
Her name was something.
It's not tremendously critical.
Oh yeah, I don't have her written either.
Boy.
Lee.
Lee?
Yeah, Lee Beruz. Leberuz.
I'm just gonna write it how it sounds.
Okay, well, as long as you got it.
Yeah, Lee Beruz.
Oh, this is the 4.
Yes, I almost big version of her statue in no time flat. But now that she has experience with it, she knows what I'm. So.
Right, sure. That's yeah. No, I totally remember this conversation. We talked about this definitely. I retained this.
It's okay if you don't remember. It's a small thing.
I was smoking a lot back then. I'm sorry.
And you're not now?
We really haven't had a lot of time. We've had to ration a lot.
I've been smoking all
Lord,
the time. What are you talking about?
You haven't been sharing?
Sharing.
You've been holding out on me.
I literally have just a whole bag. Oh my god, they're almost gone.
That's what I thought. I was going easy. I was reaching in there and pulling them out.
To Feral.
And then they were like almost all gone, so I stopped. But you kept going?
Yeah, we kept going. Dude, we're in the middle of a war.
We have two left.
Smoking.
Guys, I think we can get back to Pharaoh pretty easy.
Okay, we gotta go back.
Okay. How?
And you, Adlar wears chain mail?
I think he's wearing half plate right now.
Mithril half
Oh.
plate, yeah.
At the dinner table?
In front of my salad.
Everyone's wearing armor right now.
I'm not.
Actually, no, he's.
I'm
no.
not.
I literally just got out of the bath like 20 minutes ago. Oh wait, no, that was earlier today. Never mind.
Lauren's not wearing armor.
Well, there you go. Oh yeah, well, Lauren's got her tattoo. She doesn't need armor.
She doesn't need armor.
Uh,
Take off your armor.
so what? Sorry. So I still have this elven.
You told me I wasn't allowed to take off my armor because I might die any second.
Is
Has
elven...
that been lifted? May I now doff my armor?
Doff it. Continue, Cat.
I was gonna say, is elven chain and half plate like similar? Because this one has a +1.
Elven Chain is a 13, so 14 AC plus Dex. Half plate is a 15.
Well, but it's I don't know what Adlar's dex is because I know that he
Adlar has high Dex. He is an archer man.
right. So if it's oh wait, but it's max +2, so it would be +16.
Yeah, they're both limited to +2. So he's got 17, I think, right now.
Okay. All right.
Or no, he's got a total of 18 because he's also got the Cloak of Protection.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm surprised you don't do the same thing that I did because you're high.
With the taking the lower armor, but the it doesn't have a limit on your dex cap thing.
Well, I was wearing lighter armor, but then we went to Chaser, and I think we killed the guy, and you guys were like, "Here, take this." Or no, where did the half plate come from? You had it already, didn't you?
No, it's from Tracer.
Was it from
I feel
Tracer?
like we got it.
Where?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure Lorne got it in Chaser in that little treasure trove. It was because she was sifting through stuff to find stuff she wanted. And she was finding stuff for Adlar.
Yeah, that might have been it. I would really love to know what all you guys did in the interim, because we weren't there for any of that.
Sorry, and sorry, I'm gonna. What is Adlar's dex?
+4, I think.
+4. So you said that he has a 15 with the plate mail.
Again, I think he has a total of 18 AC right now.
Well, I mean, ignoring the shield and thing. I mean, just from armor.
Just from the armor, mithril half plate's a 15 +2, so 17.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because the studded leather would max him out at 16. So.
Yeah, and the cloak bumps him up to 18.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. Functionally, it makes no difference except for disadvantage on stealth.
Except the elven chain looks cooler.
But it's mithril, so he doesn't have disadvantage.
Oh, well then, yeah. Then functionally, it's the same.
That's why the mithril was working. So.
Right. Gotcha.
I mean, you did look very becoming in it.
I mean, it's pretty comfortable, truth be told. I kind of forget I'm wearing it half the time. It's very light.
A mithril will do that.
It turns
nice.
out.
That's nice.
But yeah, no, we had a pretty fun few weeks without you guys. No offense, not saying you guys aren't fun. Just, we blew a bunch of stuff up, killed a bunch of guys,
Yeah, it's a shame because things ended on a very stressful note when you guys did leave. But
yeah, that was a
you
little
got that
concerning.
all resolved then?
Oh yes, you definitely hurt a few people's feelings.
What?
Well, because Noelle was saying it was stressful.
Well, it was stressful because we were worried your family was going to be attacked.
They're all safe now.
Well, that's good.
That is
That's
very good.
Yep, built them a little village.
Cool. You don't have to tell us where.
In a secret place, yes, where we do not share the location on account of mind reading he does?
Yes.
I'm happy to not know. Until Lasharag is dead, then I'm going to go see them again.
Yep. Then they'll be back here.
Speaking of which, when do we make a move? Are we going to kill him now? Is that the plan? Because we took out Dagamoy's gonzo.
Yeah, Dagamore's good.
Yeah, so I've heard.
He was not there though, so you know.
His share was. You guys. So to get the timeline here, you guys basically just hid your family, and then went to go bomb Daggermore.
Yeah,
I mean,
care of the family. Didn't have anything else to do.
went to the Eastern Alliance, talked with that Lugo guy.
Yeah, and Lugo was like, "Hey, you could still do this," and I was like, "Well, you know, didn't know how long y'all were gonna be gone."
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry,
said-
we didn't either.
So I said, "Fuck it, let's go do it." Yeah.
Okay.
If you're wondering how I did it, I did what Barnaby did and did a compressed gunpowder in a bag of holding, and then got more gunpowder, and then I turned into an earth elemental and planted throughout the walls,
That's pretty sneaky.
and then blew it up
I like that.
with only a minor inconvenience along the way that almost turned really badly.
There were a couple of like wizard guys flying around, and they like grabbed the Lord with magic. So I shot them, and then I got shot a lot, and then
Yeah,
the whole
that's
thing
where
blew
those
up.
came from.
Out of character question, did you just like have a whole entire RP session with just Doloran doing nonsense, or you made this up?
No, we did an RP session of like that. What happened on Daggermore?
Okay, rock on. No, because I was like, this is really detailed for.
Well, let me explain everything we did in excruciating detail, because I know you weren't there for it, Lauren.
Yeah.
And so she does.
Blah, 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 blah. And you know. Check this out. I got this cool compass that points to your true love.
Are you sure?
Adlar like looks at Lauren, his fucking side eye.
Here, you do it first.
You guys don't have to do it if you're worried.
He's gonna reach over, and as he does, he's gonna be reaching into his pocket. Or actually, he's reaching into your bag of holding and pulling out the last blunt. And as he opens the compass, he's like leaning back, so it's between you and the blunt. And he's like, "I knew it."
Does it like track the blunt?
Well, he's like holding it between the compass and a Lauren. So
Right,
he's
we'll
like
never
lining up.
know.
He's like, I knew it, of course. And as he's as he's putting it in his mouth and just begins to close it and hand it to you.
Wait, and Lauren would have fucking
Yeah,
peeked
give me-
at that shit.
Give me a perception check.
Okay,
Oh,
she gets
Lauren's
it.
bad at these.
Oh yeah, she's so bad at perception checks.
He's very quickly snapping it shut.
She has a plus 14.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Okay, perfect. That's not terrible. I think that's a 29.
Fucking A.
Was a 15 plus 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 29.
It's not tracking the blunt.
The
Aw.
blunt. I knew it. She'll pick it up and open it up.
Where's it pointing, Lauren?
Oh, where's it pointing, DM?
Where do you think it's pointing?
Where's it pointing, DM?
I'm glad
You
I bought
know?
this thing.
So I'm guessing that does this compass track like current love?
It says your true love. At least that was on the on the box.
Yeah, Adlar just kind of like he's like lighting it as he's like leaning over to look at your compass.
And she's like, stop it.
What's he say?
What's it say, DM?
Or it's pointing in his direction. You see him like waving the blunt a little bit. He just looks at you and,
Oh no, that's
as he
wrong.
hands it to you.
No, Adlar, that's the wrong thing.
You're like just like grabs.
You still have alcohol on you, don't you, Lauren?
Oh wait, let's perfect one. Adlar here. Weed. Alcohol. Then she'll stand in the middle.
Definitive answers.
It's been pointing at Adlar this whole time, but like he's looking over your shoulder at it, just like shaking his head, like I knew it. I knew I would always come second to you.
Oh, shut up! It's literally no. What? I'm not doing this.
I just imagine Gerald walks in the room and the compass just temporarily redirects him and then back to Adlar.
This is very subtle, just jerk. Oh, hey guys, you're back. What's up?
Hey, Gerald.
So when's the wedding?
The wedding?
Which one?
Oh, between you and the blunt, of course.
Oh, I mean,
Oh no,
we
that's
have
mine.
like an open thing.
She'll just snag it from him and start smoking it.
But you two, as he points to Noelle and Jade. What about you guys?
Oh,
Maybe after we kill this big pirate guy, or maybe before? I mean, who knows? Get what they get is good, right?
I will be totally honest. We actually have not talked about it. But
Should
Wait,
do
would you
it.
both be wearing a dress, or would one of you be wearing pants? Or would you both be wearing
I feel like
pants?
Jade would look really good in a suit. Just gonna throw it out there. But if
I
you also
haven't
wear a
had-
dress, she can. Not that we should probably talk about this at a not in front of everybody.
What, how rockin' she looks in pants? Why not?
No. We just
What
haven't
about something
discussed
with,
this
like-
is all. It's
What about something with like armor on it, like a steel-plated suit thing?
that would
maybe?
be really cool looking.
Cool.
It's very dashing. She like tosses her hair.
You are always dashing, but I could see it. If and when that happens, I feel like that would be like an after the end of the world thing. After we stop the end of the world.
Adler like leans over to a Lawrence, like, so which of us is wearing the dress?
Obviously, you.
Glad I don't have to fight you for it. You've
No.
made it easy.
I'm wearing the dress. I'm already wearing kind of dress.
We both know I look better in that dress.
No, you don't. You look better with none of your clothes on.
We will
Okay.
talk about this later. He takes another shot.
Now it's a challenge. I am going to be buying both of you a dress. The same dress.
I'll win.
I don't know.
We'll see about that.
Can I be a judge in that contest?
Yes.
All right, let's go get a
Okay,
dress.
do you want to be our third? Odd number of judges makes it fair.
That's true. Good to have a tiebreaker.
I'd ask
Unless
Barnaby,
Gerald
but-
wants in.
You kids have fun. He's like
I
walking out.
thought you
He's
said
walking out of the
that.
room with like two of those sandwiches you got, two of the Reubens.
I knew I was honestly going to mention him.
Oh, don't forget the beignets.
Oh, thank you. He grabs a beignet and scurries out.
Always walking out of the scene.
I can only keep two voices up at once. All right, and even that's tricky.
Just joking. Okay, so I do have a mild productive thing to get done this evening. It's not
Okay.
pressing, but we can talk more about this later, Jade. I got some stuff to go to.
Oh, so mysterious.
It's something I wanted to talk to you about. That's all.
Okay.
No, the marriage thing. That's what I'm talking about. It's not a new thing.
Oh, I thought
Oh
you
my
had like
God,
a
I
new
just-
secret thing you are working on.
No, I'm just.
You are
fumbling
so
over my
red right
words
now.
today. Okay,
Oh, don't forget to buy your flowers.
I
Makes it
have-
super romantic.
I should
and
have
crap.
done that before we got here. I'm gonna go find Alexi. Or
I think
maybe if he's in the
you
basement.
might. Yeah, I think you might catch him and Gideon as they're like actually coming up out of the basement.
Ooh, do I
Since
see
you guys,
them?
you guys are having dinner, so it's like, oh, well, good to see you.
Alexi, hi, and Gideon. Good to see you both.
I take it everything is well and good with the rest of your party then.
We are all alive and able-bodied. Isn't that nice? It's been a weird month. We were in the Feywild, and I'm guessing you
month-
already know what Lauren's been up to.
We heard a bit about that, actually. Is she back?
Yes.
Well, Lauren.
Wait, Alexi, wait.
Alexi's like walking
I was
by.
trying to get out of this scene, damn it.
Gideon just like raises his eyebrows and says, "Well,
Good to see you, Gideon.
you as well." Jade has been eagerly awaiting your return.
I have
Gideon,
been
there's food in here. Oh,
eager to see her. Yeah, we got Berber stuff at the sandwich shop. There's plenty.
oh, good. Why do we make gumbo? Oh, well, I suppose I'll have some. Yeah, they'll get themselves some food. I think Gideon will probably excuse himself pretty quickly. He'll say hello to everyone, even Lauren.
Wow.
And wow, shocker, right?
Lauren will give back the potions.
Which potions?
The potions that he gave her.
He'll take them and he'll look down at them and look back to you and he'll say, "Hold on to these. I have a feeling you're probably going to need them."
Oh, I didn't need them, so it's okay. I don't need any favors.
You haven't needed them yet.
I don't need any
Hold
favors.
on to them.
I'll be okay. And she'll start walking away.
I will take them.
He'll pass them to you.
Gerald.
Gerald is upstairs.
I am
Yes.
gonna go deposit stuff in the armory.
What potions did I get?
2 healing potions, potion of invisibility, and
Ugh.
something else.
I think it was a potion of flight.
Flight, yeah.
Cool.
I think when Gideon shows up, Lauren will probably kind of excuse herself.
Oh, hi, Gideon.
Burberry.
Lovely to see you again. I have some stuff that I'd like to drop off at the armory, and is Samantha in her room?
I would assume. I will be honest, I have not seen her today. I've been, busy.
Naturally. But it's lovely to see you again. Glad to see you're sort of...
He will not.
He doesn't strike me as the type to like hug, so.
He is not a hugger.
Or is the armory lady down here? Or
Aaron.
is she...
No, she's not down here. I think Gideon would tell you that she's still down at the ship. She's wrapping up with some calibrations she was doing.
Okay, well, I'll drop off the I have a +1 you're gonna use, and Elven.
Cut out.
It's like it
okay.
picks when you're saying the most important part of your sentence.
Right? I'm gonna take the +1 longsword because I'm pretty sure nobody uses that in the party.
Okay.
And the Elven chain, and I will put it in the armory for
Okay. Fair enough.
Donations.
donations. And then I'm gonna go find Samantha, but we'll save that.
Okay. Anyways, Alexi will eventually turn back to Noelle. I'm sorry, I got distracted. There was food and everyone. You seem like you had something you wanted to ask.
I have something I want to give you.
Oh.
Or at least get your opinion on. So,
Okay.
when we were... Are we in a space where I could lay out a scroll?
Yeah, there's the table.
Okay. When we were on Daggermore, addressing Jade's situation, we sort of killed the spirit of a dragon god, got some of his treasure, and he bestowed upon us this spell scroll. And you seem like the spell scroll-y type. I have a hunch, given the nature of the magic, that Lauren could probably use it too, but I figured you might be able to permanently have it. So I wanted to see what your opinions were.
Take it, and he'll look over it, and you'll see his eyes kind of bug a little bit. It's like, oh.
It's not a small spell.
No, it's not.
I can't even read it. But I know that's a lot of letters, so... I don't even know what this symbol means.
So that one's about the... It would take a long time to break this whole thing down.
No
Thank you. Thank you. My goodness, thank you. This is very, very, very big.
So I don't know how your whole copying magic stuff works.
Well,
would it take a long time?
it would take me about a day to get this into my repertoire.
Oh,
But I could do it. It is... God, that's a big spell.
thank you.
Goodness. Are you sure you wouldn't rather hold on to it? I mean,
Well, I can't do anything with it. I don't even know if Lauren can cast it. I'm just assuming she can based on the very little bit I can read of it.
it looks like something she'd be able to do.
So the question kind of becomes, are you gonna be there at the big, the end of all this? Is this something that will be a resource that you will have and she will not need? Because you'll be there.
Well,
If the answer is no, then I should give it to Lauren just in case.
I have not really heard anything with regards to my suspension. Things have not really changed on that front. And
I don't think that matters at this point, Alexei.
as I understand, the junior wardens back at the keep are more or less an open rebellion now. So,
Sorry about that.
it was a long time coming.
So,
To answer your question, I have no intention of missing it. Given that,
okay.
not that being reinstated would change my position on that front, anyways. But no, I fully intend to be there to see this through, whatever there ends up looking like.
Yes.
A dragon god, you said?
Oh boy, it was a whole thing.
How long has the dragon god been dead?
Like 50,000 years or something?
Well, 30-ish thousand years. Their civilization dates back 50,000 years.
I would have to go back to my notebook, buddy. It was like a whole thing. Ancient prophecies, old dragon tombs. He had his nest of treasure guarded by some crazy, like, rainbow wall of magic.
Good God.
Yeah. It was a little dicey. That was not one of our cleanest fights, but we got out of it alive, obviously.
You're all alive. Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah. He had some bullshit, let me tell you.
I can only imagine.
Anyway, I just wanted to give that to you and get your opinion on whether it made sense to give it to you or to a Lauren.
I mean, I can use it. Yes, I could easily copy this down. I could make this a part of my daily repertoire. That is more than within my ability to do. I again, this is a big gift you're giving me.
Do you think it'd be better served in a Lauren's hands? Or could you make a copy of it? That would be kind of cool.
Oh, well, that would be an undertaking. I would need a long time to replicate this in a scroll like this. Because this is not simple magic. But,
Tell you what, I'm
with
gonna
a
give it...
few tens of thousands of gold pieces and maybe
my
16
God.
weeks, I could maybe do it.
Okay, that is a...
I mean, this is worth a lot. I mean, this is a very, very, very valuable spell you're handing me. That's what I'm trying to impress upon you.
I'm not gonna sell it.
He's like looking at you like, yeah, good. This is worth a lot.
Nobody's gonna buy it for that much, Alexei.
I mean,
I would
around
have to
with
be
the CDI.
talking to like the top of the brass of some military organization to sell this thing for any decent amount.
You have those contacts now. You realize that, right?
I'm not worried about money, okay? We got more important stuff going on.
Okay, all right. I mean, to answer your question as unbiased as I possibly can, I would be able to do it repeatedly if I added it to my own spellbook. Lauren
Alexei,
may
just
be
take
able to
it.
do this on her own, truth be told.
Just take it.
It is, I believe, what is it called? Draconic Transformation. It is a druid spell, so 7th level, you could just prepare it,
Okay.
Lauren. But this would be a non-spell slot use of it, if you wanted to use it that way.
I think it.
What spell is it?
It's called Draconic
Sure.
Transformation.
Oh, I sure already has that prepared.
Okay, well, that answers that question. Merry Christmas, Alexi.
Thank you. This is,
But now, if I give you this, you are coming to the final battle.
that was the plan.
And you're going to be a badass dragon.
Well, dragon adjacent, but yes.
Still counts.
Oh, actually, no. I think Aloran left when they came.
I mean, if she just stepped out of the room while
Then
Gideon
that's
was
fine.
there, and then came back.
I think she probably would have just left the Presidium.
All right,
Okay.
She doesn't feel very comfortable there.
that is fair.
I am going to go find Lauren because I wanted to go drinking with her if she wanted to catch up.
I can't imagine her turning that down.
She really started out of here quick.
I got the impression that there was a bit of a between her and Gideon.
More than there was. I mean, is it Gideon seems like he was just kind of nonplussed about the whole thing. Is there something more?
Well, just she doesn't seem to be on great terms with him. He's mentioned a few times he's not really sure how to address the situation at this point. So he hasn't said at all what happened, though. Like he won't go into any detail. I don't want to press necessarily, but
That's fair.
I don't know what happened. I just definitely have the impression there is something, and he doesn't know where to go from here.
Maybe I can find something out. I will go see if I can track down Lauren. I probably would check the Presidium roughly first to just kind of yell her name, and when it was pretty clear she was gone, I would start heading back into town, see if I can spot her.
Okay. Where would Lauren have gone?
Oh, bar, probably with Adler. Because I'm assuming Adler went with her.
I mean, he probably would have gone after her if she really booked it. So, sure.
Yeah, I don't think she booked it. I think she's just like, I'm gonna go, type of thing. Just quietly dismissed herself.
Sure. Well, I
Wasn't trying to make a scene out of it. She was just like, goodbye. Kind of disappeared.
Fair enough. Well, Noelle did want to go drinking with you at the very least. That was going to be her after dinner plan. Or at least she wanted to ask about it. I imagine eventually she would stumble into the right bar.
Yeah, they're sitting at the stools, and Adler's like, "Look, I'm just saying, just talk to the guy. He gave you the potions. He's trying to make nice. I don't know what more there is to do beyond just hash it out."
It's okay. I'm okay. I'll just
Lauren.
stay over here at the bar.
Hey.
Noelle.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hello. Oh, you don't have to leave. I'm just hanging out.
Noelle looks thirsty to me.
I am.
Are you thirsty, Noelle?
I am.
You look like you could use a drink.
Yeah.
Bakiba.
What are you guys drinking?
Oh, yes.
I think shots this time.
Sounds good to me.
Get a line of shots ordered for you guys.
Dope. Well, Lauren's gonna drink it, obviously.
Sure.
I don't think Noelle would bring it up immediately, but I do think at a certain point in the evening she would ask Lauren, what was the whole thing with the potions and Gideon that seemed really weirdly tense?
Oh, he just doesn't like me, so I'm making myself scarce so he doesn't have to deal with me.
What, did something happen?
No.
It's about the whole tiff they had back around Halloween. Remember the the spider and the stairs and the.
Oh,
Shut
What
up,
was it?
Smack. Stop it.
You told me this whole thing
Well,
the other day.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Well, Noelle is asking, and she
I
cares.
think I was there for that.
So you already know.
It was
You
just
know.
a prank, though, wasn't it? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, but he's been very angry at me ever since. For a while, so.
Angry or just Gideon? I don't feel like he's a particularly emotive person. He kind of comes across as grumpy to everybody, even me.
Yep, well. It's just weird. I don't really want to be there, so.
Well, we love to have you there. I really don't think it's a big deal, Lauren. But I know that doesn't help.
Yeah, but Burberry said that they're mad at me too, so might as well just make myself scarce.
I can't say I know everything that Burberry is thinking, but I have a hunch they were just frustrated in the moment. I don't know if there's a lot of lingering anger there.
I think it. I mean, it's the first thing they brought up, so.
Fresh on the mind for some reason.
Yeah, so I think they're probably pretty lingering.
Well, perhaps it might be worth talking about. If we can't talk about those things with each other, how could we trust one another to go into battle against a evil sea god, you know?
This is a great point. Where have you been the past 3 weeks, Noelle?
Oh, you know.
She is going to give him a fucking death glare.
Don't you even know?
He's at the
It's
point
like
of
that.
drunkenness where he just doesn't give a shit about anything.
Death glare.
You're looking at me like
She
I have
makes
nothing
the
to
words
bet.
better than I could ever begin.
I'm not nearly as drunk as you. That helps.
Also true.
Although we were gone for 60 whole days, I'm like way older and way wiser now.
Just remember this later tonight, by the way.
What's happening later?
Nothing.
So I would. Oh no! Boo to that, I say. Boo. Bartender, another drink.
Alright, before I get too drunk, I'll probably take off. Oh, Lauren, I really, really would encourage you to talk to Burberry. They're very good to talk to about whatever you need, I promise. I don't
When I
think...
talk, I just do more damage than anything else. All I do is disappoint people and make people angry at me. So,
I don't think that's
I
true.
don't think words are the best thing.
You've never disappointed me. I promise. If I can be totally honest, I kind of look up to you a lot.
I think she'll laugh. She'll literally just like scoff and laugh at that. She's like, "Oh, you shouldn't."
I understand that you have been through a lot of things in your life, but I think it's pretty crazy how brave you are in the face of everything that we go up against. I am always terrified, and I don't do a good job of hiding it. And if you are as terrified as me, then you do a pretty amazing job of making it seem like you are confident in every move you make. And I think that's tremendously admirable.
I don't know how she does it. I
Shush, Adler, shut up.
what she said.
I know that it's awkward right now because of you having been gone for a while, and you're not wrong that Burberry was frustrated in the moment, but I just had a very awkward talk with Burberry too, so they're primed for it. I'm gonna go.
Wait, what did you talk to Burberry about?
Bye-bye. See you guys later.
Noelle, wait!
Wait,
Please talk to people.
She makes.
I feel like also during this point she would say it's also a little awkward with Gerald there.
Oh,
She feels bad about that.
he seemed very cool with it.
Yeah, but she still feels bad.
Well, when I head back, I think if I did spot Burberry, I am a little bit tipsy. I would say, hey, just to let you know, Lauren is a little nervous to talk to you. She seems like she thinks you're mad at her or something. I don't know if you're actually mad at her, but she's at that bar she likes. If you want to go say hi, she is gonna be avoiding you if you don't.
Has she had the same number of drinks that you have?
No, she had a few more.
Okay,
But
so
but Lauren's pretty. She can. I don't drink this much. Okay, normally I don't. Lauren's pretty used to this kind of stuff.
I bet Cass said,
I go, Jade, Noelle's back and she's walking kind of. Might need.
What?
I heard most
What?
of it. Did you say lopsided?
I said,
Noelle's here and she's walking a little funny. She might need to the room.
Gotcha. Okay. I mean, Jadel responds like, "Oh, she's back. Very good. I will be down momentarily."
Thank you. Not that I can ask. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Burberry makes his way back to
Your
town.
turn.
Finds the bar. Finds Aloran and Adlar.
Adlar's probably just fucking sloshed.
Oh,
I think
the lore.
yeah, probably.
Oh no, he's holding on for dear life. He's like going drink for drink with Aloran, and then Burberry gets in. He's like, "Bye bye. You came."
Lesser restoration.
A whole reset on the night.
It's the only way you're gonna keep up with her.
How sad does Adlar look?
He looks really conflicted. Because he was having a great time, but he was also really drunk and was probably going under in another couple drinks. So
How are you doing over there?
I don't know. But I think I understand a bit about where you come from about the touchy priest thing.
Well, I figured that if you were sober again, to the happy place without passing out on, because you've already gone past. You would already gone past. Let's be real.
Could have been.
No,
Maybe.
you were a couple drinks away from. I'm gonna be carrying you as an ape to the bedroom.
Dragonboy has changed you. You are like an ascended being
Me?
at this bar.
Me?
Yes, you. I can't even tell you've been drinking.
Oh,
Barkeeper! He
Yes,
gets-
now I have a sober person to drink with, so that whenever we drink,
If you could just like scoot a little closer to the mic, that might help.
I don't think it's going to, because if it's picking up some of it and then cutting it off,
It might be your noise cancellation.
Or it could be like a loose cord or something in the back of the mic.
I mean, I haven't been touching it.
I do feel like it's worse when you're doing the Burberry voice. I wonder. I don't know.
That's why I'm wondering if it's not the noise cancellation. If it's like, oh, that's kind of like a grating, vibrating, repetitive noise. Maybe that's like a fan or an air duct. Burberry's voice sounds like background noise to the crisp filter.
Took off noise cancellation and like filtering background noise so that.
But he said, yes, no, that way I have someone to drink with, so that whenever we maybe drink her under.
There it goes again.
yeah, cut off again.
That last bit.
Not nothing. I took off the noise cancellation. I tried.
Fair enough.
I don't know what it is.
Burberry is just gonna talk like me,
All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
since that seems to be the only way that this. Basically, I need you to be sober with me so that whenever Lauren continues to drink,
Oh, it's not working either.
It cut out
It's
again.
like it
It's
got
the
worse.
same part of the sentence.
It's always at the end.
Burberry.
Well, at least you can put the noise canceling back on.
I guess.
I don't know what to do.
I don't either.
I feel like the mic might be going bad. Honestly.
Not. It's a good mic.
It ain't holding up in
I
Discord.
turn the noise cancellation off and just enable push to talk. See how that works.
Oh, push to talk is an interesting thought.
Mm,
Because then there's no... Okay, it could have something to do with the auto detection.
Maybe if I turn off the gain control.
You got very quiet.
I turned off the gain control.
interesting.
You are super duper quiet though. I have you 200%.
Well, I could up the gain on my microphone.
That's
I can
true,
hear you, okay.
actually, you can.
You're not cutting out though.
That's good.
true.
I like that.
You're just really quiet.
Maybe it was a volume thing?
I wonder if it was the voice, like it was detecting volume poorly or something.
Standing by for technical difficulties.
It looks like you're like pulling a huge lever or something. Like, yeah, I can fit it with the gain.
Okay.
Standing by.
This is as high as the gain goes. For a reset. And the mic is right here.
All right.
Okay. We'll try it normally and then we'll shift to other things. I said that if we're sober, we're more likely to be able to outdrink her, which means I will have help carrying her home.
Fine. It's really not doing much.
That's why I said that we would have a hope, a prayer even.
Yeah.
I not to sound
Or maybe
racist,
I'll just be
drink
carrying
like
Elle
a
home.
fish. I'm actually gonna carry myself home. One way or other.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
Maybe.
Well, I can hear you now. So,
I know it's working. I don't want to speak. I feel like if I talk, it's gonna break.
what brings you to our humble abode, Burberry?
Well, Noelle seems to think that I'm planning on that you're going to avoid me.
Well, you seemed angry at me. So, didn't
I
want
mean,
to.
I was, but it's been 16 days. I'm a different person now.
Oh.
Noelle said you were there for like a month.
Wibbly wobbly.
This is the
Check it
Feywild.
out.
I got this thing, and he holds up the Feywild watch, and the
It's just spinning wildly.
So this outer one is how quickly time is going in this plane, and this wildly spinning one is how fast his timing is going in the Feywild.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
That's fast.
That's really fast.
I'm actually surprised it hasn't broken. Anyway, I was a little irritated with you because it did feel like you shut down a little bit, but I'm glad that Adlar went with you and kept you sane.
Thank you. I do my best.
I mean, and you do a hell of a job. I mean, you got the true love compass and everything. Very
She's-
cute pairing, by the way.
She thinks you and the weed are cute.
It's disgusting, really.
I do like weed a lot.
But so does he. It's a beautiful throuple.
And that's
between
what it
two
looked.
people
And that's
that-
what his pointed to was the weed.
It's like, do you mind if we smoke in here? As he lights up.
Can we smoke? That sounds great right now.
It's a
actually.
very smoky bar, I'm sure.
I doubt they gave a single shit.
But that is, I see that's how you are. That's just how you be. You're fine, bae.
English, Burberry.
Wait.
Common, whatever.
I was common. That's what all the lit kids are saying.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
You were doing what you thought was right in the moment. I can't. I mean, I can blame you for it, but I can't really fault. It's a different thing.
Fair enough.
But you're back now, and I admit I was a little under the assumption, besides the big final fight or what have you, that I was see you again, and that kind of that made me mad because you left no notice, and then I didn't if I'd see you again, that really does a grating on a person's nerves.
I was gonna come back. I just needed to put them away somewhere safe. And then you guys were still gone. So then I went to Daggermore, did the thing you didn't want to do. So then you didn't have to do it.
Oh yeah, I saw the newspaper thing for it. Nice explosions, by the way.
Thank you. Very proud.
We almost died.
No, we didn't.
Shot into his
We're fine.
Don't worry.
I got shot like 10 times.
He's gonna be telling that story for the next year.
Don't worry about it, Adlar. Even if you shot 20 times and you died, you wouldn't be dead for long.
But I would have died, which would have been an even bigger story. So, I mean...
Should I get you killed next time? Is that what you
Don't
want?
kill me yourself. That's not cool.
Please don't. Please do try not to die. Dying is expensive.
Jesus, Phoebe. That was an angry face.
Such an angry face. No, the plan is not to die. He just sounds disappointed that he didn't die, so I'm just a little confused.
Well, I mean, I've got this story now. I got into a fight on Daggermore. We blew up a whole fort. I got shot like 10 times. Like, I mean, it's a good story, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we blew up the big fort, so,
They had like 6 guns left, 10 guns left, maybe?
Yeah, out of the 200 something.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was gone.
Don't mind me.
Rolling for how impressed you were?
No, I'm rolling to see how I'm handling my alcohol.
Ah. I'm scared to make that roll.
The answer is okay. No, I mean it's for our
Sure.
The alcohol's getting too bubbly.
No, it's not. I rolled an 18.
Oh, okay. But yeah. I've just had a lot of time to think. So.
That's good. I think you needed that. Well, part of me thinks you needed that. Another part of me thought that you just, solid reset, but there's no real way to do that. And Barry told me that it wasn't possible to just, stick you in an igloo for a month, so...
So you think I just need to completely change myself?
No, you just need a detox time. This party's good for many things. Detoxing ain't one of them. We are always doing too much. Hence the sticking you in an igloo for a month. But Barry said I couldn't do it.
It's just been 10 months of constant stress.
Yes,
Hey, Feral was not stressful. I just want to point that out. I think we had the best adventure of all your adventures.
You went there for the
You
spider
guys-
cave.
Yeah, Spider Cave was hell, Adlar.
Okay, but after Spider Cave was
Spider
the
Cave was
resort.
hell. And that's all I can remember.
Adlar. All experiences are the best experience if you just take out all of the other experience.
I'm just saying, after Spider Cave, we killed a shitty old lady in the woods, and we played volleyball and smoked a lot of weed, and it was pretty great.
Right, and don't get me wrong, drinking alcohol, cheers. And
Cheers.
smoking weeds is great when it's done recreationally, but whenever it's done to bury stuff, not so healthy.
Also, you probably shouldn't refer to it as an old lady in the woods, because that makes us sound like serial killers. It was a hag.
Oh, we met old ladies in the woods. They wanted to eat children.
Did you kill them?
Well, not the first time, or the second time. We did kill them, well, one of them. We killed one of them the third time.
I'm so mad about that.
I was so ready to kill them, and I couldn't understand what they were saying, so I had no reason to.
I mean, I think that should just be policy. You meet strange old women in the woods, they mention kids even once. Just pop it.
To be
Nip
fair,
it in the bud. Don't even let them try. You know.
Well, no, we because it.
What if they're looking for their lost, like, grandchild?
Nope. Old lady asking about kids in the woods. Gone. She's gone. No more old ladies in the woods. Is a rule now.
Okay, no more alcohol for you.
Hey, get that back.
I mean, I think you should have another alcohol.
I think Burberry makes a very salient point.
Oh, Lauren's gonna buy Adler 5 shots and be like, I dare you.
You are on. Just throws him back.
It's always up to a challenge.
Eddie, I'm hurt.
What was that?
And you didn't.
Oh, you want 5?
Eddie, I'm hurt.
She'll buy 5 for Burberry. I dare you.
Wait, what are we doing?
Throw him back as fast as you can.
No, it's a dare, so that means that they get something for the dare, right? So
You
what are we
get your
doing?
pride. You get bragging rights.
No, I don't need pride.
You get.
Well, okay, what do you want? What do you guys want for the dare?
You do
Lord.
5.
Lauren. Okay. After I drink these 5 shots, I'll tell you something that's amazing.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna roll these twice. Per shot. Okay, 13 and a natural 20. Okay.
He's
Damn.
doing great. Burberry's doing great.
killed it.
Burberry's holding it together, Sly.
All right. Lauren. I ended up in a kobold orgy.
You did?
Right.
And I
Wasn't there
missed
for that.
it?
You did?
Yeah, I may or may not have. I need to figure that out. Actually, that might be a thing that I do later this week is to figure out if I had eggs.
Oh.
You're gonna be a
You could be a daddy? That's so exciting!
Look for his dad. Are you both?
Oh, it's definitely me. This one was a sticky buddy flat rock.
Oh, Barry, come on, man.
I don't owe you any Oh, that's lame.
Boo. Boo, Barry. Have a drink.
Just like take a drink and like just bring it into my robes and then
Just fucking vanishes.
It comes out clean.
Sure.
All right, Lauren will order herself 5 shots, and now she will see how she's doing. Because I feel like she's been drinking a lot.
Two dice. Fair.
Oh my god, where is it? There we go. Oh, terrible. It hurt her.
She was fine, and now it's like straight
Yeah,
down.
she got a 2 and a 4.
Oh,
Hey.
no!
You're as drunk as I am.
Shut up. Your stupid face.
You're stupid.
Go away.
I'm supposed to keep
Burberry,
an
you're
eye
muted.
on you.
Thank you. I set myself a hotkey and I hit it on accident every once in a while.
No, you're good.
Oops.
Well, see, this is why I fixed him, so that now I'm gonna have to carry both of them home. I wonder if I can.
I could carry myself.
I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Why does Gideon hate me so much? It was just a prank.
He gave you all those potions. He gave you a bunch of potions. I
But
think
he hates me.
no.
Hey,
And Alexi hates me.
He'd give you
too.
poison if he hated you.
They both hate me.
I don't know about that.
Why?
Oh. Mm.
I don't think.
Ah.
I just think you rub him the wrong way sometimes.
Who?
Gideon.
Oh.
Gideon does not get a letter though. Right.
Hey.
No, I think we should just to see
Just
This is a prank.
Just so like she gets a letter.
It's so funny.
Okay,
Let's go do it.
All right. I'm
Wait, take me to the Presidium, Berber. I need to give Gideon
I
something.
have to put an end to this nonsense really quick.
I'm gonna pull out the Fey chest and put it on the between them. And say,
This is chess. Play however you think you need to play. Loser gets fixed.
No, I'm gonna win. I thought you were saying something else. I was like, I don't want to be neutered.
Adlar like reflexively
That's
like
also
just
what
like
I
covers.
thought.
sorry, loser gets sober.
Oh,
Boo.
boo. All right. Is it an intelligence?
Adlar's gonna like put an arm around your neck and be like, "Fly away, quick before he catches us."
You're not going to make it far.
That bird would just like.
I think the Lauren stands up to do it, and then they both plummet to the
She turns
ground.
into a pigeon.
Yeah, she turns into the wrong bird.
Holding this pigeon like this is not
Fly, little
nearly.
one.
This is not nearly big enough. You need to be at least twice as big.
Actually,
I'm a big bird.
Lauren, stay like that, because I can carry Adlar.
Well, no, Alorna's telepathic now. She'll just talk to
Pigeon
Adlar.
just keeps fucking.
She's trying. Like the claws are in Adlar, and she keeps trying to fly.
Alright.
She's like hanging off of his
This
shoulder.
has turned into a total shit show.
Alright, come on, Adlar.
Okay, where are we going?
We're taking you back.
Okay. Fly, Lauren. He's just like holding Burberry's hand as Burberry like tows him down the street with his pigeon on his shoulder.
The flying pigeon on his shoulder.
This is so sad.
Okay.
It's really funny, honestly.
So who's all awake and sees this when we get back?
I would be with
Well,
Jay.
Busy tinkering. But I probably would see
I'll tell you
something.
what, you're lucky that I'm being nice, making one of you sober. So much.
Oh, it sounds like Burberry and the others are back. Just
Uh,
like peek out the door and just watch as Burberry pulls
Did they
Adlar
find
with
a
a pigeon
pigeon?
dangling from his shoulder.
Lauren, she got schnockered.
Oh.
We are flying away from Burberry before he sobers us up.
I tried to make them play chess for dominance just to see what would happen. They tried to run away. It didn't.
They would have made it through like one turn.
We're almost home, my Lauren. Hurry.
She'll get a little bit. I gotta as fast as I can. Why is this so tiring?
They're,
This is tiring.
this is in the Presidium though.
Yeah, this is like on the second floor, like where all your rooms are. They're like
Noelle
walking
just
by
goes up to
your room.
Berber and it's just like, you got him home.
I did. I thank the Lord for being a pigeon for that one. She picked something.
Oh, so Lauren will see Noelle, and you'll just get a little message in your head, and it's just gonna be like, "Give a letter to Gideon."
As the pigeon like pivots to face you.
Yeah.
Can
You
I
hear the little.
think back to you?
I have telepathic, so you can respond.
Oh.
Oh, the
The
feet.
feet. Yeah.
I will say, we'll talk about that when you're sober.
No, do it now.
I have secrets to tell you. I invited someone.
Who'd you invite?
In the morning.
You're buzzkill. Peck, peck, peck.
Ow.
I like the idea that Lauren
Lauren, no, that's me. No. Shh.
has Lauren forgotten
He's like petting the pigeon.
Wait, what cat?
has Lauren forgotten the fact that she's sitting, so she's just constantly flapping her wings because she thinks she needs to, or
Yeah.
did she forget that she's constantly flapping her wings?
I feel like she is gripping the cloth on his shoulder and is like flying forward and then just swinging down against his chest.
And then tries
Still
again.
gripping. And it's just like flapping and like spinning circles.
I need to take a mental image for this later.
I do like the image of Adler just sitting there petting the Lauren as a bitch. There, Lauren. don't pet.
So when they get back to the room, it'll be just some very nice, relaxing pigeon.
Is Alexi or Gideon in this room?
No,
God, I hope
they're-
not. They're
God,
making
yeah.
out downstairs. I assume. Always.
everyone's headcanon.
Just kiss already.
Honestly, though.
Maybe they'll
Well.
give them both an invitation.
I think, unless somebody has something else.
I think I'm good. I do think.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, as this scene ends, Burberry's insight is good enough to know that Noelle, like, lingers in the moment a little bit as she's standing next to you. Like, she wants to say something, and she's kind of like, I'll see you later, Burberry.
Okay. Oh, thanks for pushing me in her direction. We didn't super talk about anything, but we're good.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully we can figure out our whole Gideon thing, too.
And
Lauren-
Bird
oh,
does
sorry.
like Bird does like the head cock, and you've seen it before. It's usually whenever he thing like or he's listening.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes,
He wants you to know that you're all good, too.
Okay. That's good to hear.
He just needs some time. It's feelings.
I understand. I'd love to talk when they're ready.
I think he's gonna need a bit. Yes, I'm gonna tell her that. He needs a bit to get his feelings in order, and does that. He was wondering if he could have his notes back so that he could.
Oh, yeah. I have to go around upstairs and grab them, but yeah, I can. I'll drop
wait.
those off at your room. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for being so understanding, both of you.
I feel like
I mean, this has been basically a soap opera. If I was allowed to eat what was happening,
It really is turning into that.
right?
so. I feel just like this was my headcanon while you guys are having this like talk. Is like Adler just like sat on the ground. He's just like looking up at y'all like just petting.
I feel like this would have been after we were ushering you guys away.
God.
You could have hung out around the corner of the hallway or something if you wanted to listen in, but
no, you
A
were like,
Lauren's
we
still a
can get to
pigeon.
the door, and you get like 3 sitting on the floor.
Yep, Adler's just like there, just
okay. Well, Noelle will perk up a little bit after that. Good night, Burr and Barry.
Good night.
And you'll get a message that says "Sweet dream."
Okay.
And as a side thing, during that like mid thing where I was like, I'm gonna go see Samantha, but we'll do the thing, or we'll have that later.
Okay.
Basically, I want to teach her how to play Fey chess during that time.
Okay.
Because she has new pieces now, and they're also stone, and she can.
This is true. Yeah, I think that's probably a good place to call it for this session.
It's perfect. It's like a thematic. We started with that and we'll end with that type of thing, you know?
Yeah. So, good game, guys.
Good game.
I
Yeah.
think if you want to vote for MVP, we can.
I will toss one to Burberry, being very understanding and making me feel so bad.
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, it was real funny because I was just like, before we started, I full said, "Oh yeah, no, if you accept it or you break my heart, it's fine."
I know. I already knew what the answer was.
No, I'm sad. My poor baby, but also.
Oh.
Well, I'll toss it to Noelle for trying to get everybody's interpersonal stuff sorted.
He's trying.
And admittedly, I have no idea what the presentation is about, so I'm horribly curious.
That's an after the recording is not recording anymore type of thing.
Yep.
Oh, well, never mind then. I guess I do know what the invitation.
Yeah.
Any other votes?
Well. So it sounds like that's going to Burberry.
That's one.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So does anybody want inspo? I
I will take it if you got it.
You got at it.
Thank you.
Resend.